Sorry, y'all, I farted. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mancave101 Podcast, where we talk about all things nerdy, coming at you live from New York City, where it might be smoky outside, but in here we getting toasty. As always, I am the reappearing host with the most, Abel. Alongside of me tonight, the man in the chair, Aaron. How we doing tonight?
Listen, if your mama Latina, do not get a B in Spanish. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Yep, or it's that ass. It's that ass. Spread love the Brooklyn way. Big Chase, how we doing?
Hey, I'm the spot, damn it. I'm the spot, and not a Dalmatian.
You are my nemesis. Live from the man cave, Kalo K, the Mama Wanna God. Leo, how we doing?
Which one are we looking for? Who is?
I don't know, man.
Which one?
I don't know, man. Let's just not get canceled tonight. I really like to keep this going. I haven't been here a couple of weeks. I want to make sure I'm here for a couple more. All right. Well, as always, this is the Mancave101 Podcast, where we talk about all things nerdy, TV, movies, comics, all that stuff, etc., etc. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and now coming at you live on Kick and Rumble.
Right.
Oh man, I gotta put the Kick and Rumble in there somewhere. It'll come naturally. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yep. So as always, we are live every Thursday with all of your nerdy needs at 8 p.m. We game, we do pre-records, we talk about trailers, movies, all that stuff. So if you aren't, please like, comment, and subscribe. With that being said, I guess let's just kick it off with a nice little toast. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's June. It's pretty much summer out there, and we all can't breathe. How am I supposed to breathe with no air?
Torrance
as
here.
Jordan Spock said.
Oh, yo!
Torrance, how you doing?
Oh, we're gonna get into it later. Across the Spider-Verse, damn near flawless movie. And congratulations to the Mancave101 Podcast on 300
subscribers. Congratulations, everyone. We're here. We are here. We appreciate all of you. Thanks for hanging out. With that being said, let's watch Leo drink. It's Comic Corner time.
Shit.
I don't know what it looks like today. I don't even know. He's not even ready. Drink.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Comic Corner. Everybody, you should know by now. Damn it, if you're new, this is what we do. This is what I do. I tell you the comics of the week. If I get a name wrong, I drink. If you'd like to join along, please have your shots preset, because this is gonna go fast and furious for family. So if you guys want to drink along, drink along. And by the end of this, we should be toasty. I know I am, but whatever. All right. So the first book on the chopping block tonight is Loki #1, the variant. Okay. There's a variant covered by Art Germ. He's the cover artist. This doesn't have any other notes but that. I think. No, wait. There's two other variant covers to this. The writer is Dan Waters. The other artist is German Plata. Shit.
Yeah, that's
Drinka?
No. I also think you pronounce his name Herman. I could be wrong.
German Peralta.
Is it German?
German.
I'll drink. I thought it was maybe Herman.
He's German. And the cover artist obviously is Art Germ. All right, that's one. All right, let's get it. Next book on the chopping block is Flash 800. So this is a milestone. What
every time I just think of Ezra Miller, I want to make the slap.
I was about to say, goddamn, I get the number wrong.
It's valid. Fair. Very fair.
All right, this is the milestone issue. Obviously, this is the 800 issue. The artist. It just says various artists on it, but various artists on it and various writers on it. But it is the cover artist is Torian Clark. And that does it for this book. Next book on the chopping block, Static Team Ups Annual #1. I've been waiting for this book because this will have the first appearance of Anansi in a comic book. So Anansi's been like he's a African god. So if you ever watch American Gods, he plays a big what?
I have a question.
What's up?
Why does Anansi look like Miles Morales wearing a cape and a top hat?
Because Anansi back in lore, he's a spider. He's a spider. So and he has 8 eyes on his head. So that's why he wears tights and has a hat and all that good stuff.
Oh.
If they're going that direction, because obviously if they have the hat is a key issue for Anansi, but I don't know how far they're gonna take it in the lore.
Fantastic.
And he also has a mask, so I'm thinking he's covering his other 4 eyes or 8 or 6 eyes. All right, so the writer is Evan Narcisi?
Nah.
Shit.
Nah, it's not.
Narcisse.
All right, the cover artist is Nicholas Draper Ivy. Draper
Ivy.
Draper Ivy.
Draper. It's definitely Draper.
Draper.
I said it first.
You said Draper.
Fucking shit. Oh God. All right, next book on the chopping block is Steelworks #1. This is an old classic cover of Steelworks of Man of Steel, and this I've been waiting for this. They've been rumored about this for a very long time, and it's finally coming out. It came out this week, actually, on Wednesday. This has the first appearance of Sean Carey, later becomes Silver Mist, and it also has another first appearance in it of Charles Walker, the third, a businessman and antagonist for Steelworks. The writer is Michael Dorn. The cover artist is Clay Mann. It sounds like a comic book character. And the other artist is Semi Barisi.
Basiri? Basri? I don't know.
Pick one, motherfucker. If you guys can't get it right, I ain't thinking.
Basri, yeah. Just drink.
Just because we don't get it right doesn't mean you can't. Like that's not how this game works.
Oh shit! Oh god, that's wrong. Deadpool Batter Blood #1. I can't wait for this issue. This is the first cameo appearance of Shadowstorm and on the final page. So you might get a cover appearance in the Batter Blood issue #2. You might get a cover issue of it. The writer is Chad Bowers. The other writer is Rob Liefeld. The cover artist is Rob Liefeld, and the other and of course, the same as the cover artist is Rob Liefeld.
Also, what do we always tell you on the show? There's a certain movie coming out next year that has Wolverine on it, and this looks like it has Wolverine on the cover.
Huh, which one is that?
Just saying.
And Cable on there.
And Cable.
I don't think I saw that trailer yet.
Might be worth picking up. Just saying.
Yeah.
Especially since we don't know who the villain is yet.
Yeah, that's another big step that everybody's going so many different directions with that movie. Mm-hmm. All right, the next book on the chopping block is what I love this cover. I don't know why, but it's freaking sick to me. Star Wars Yoda #8. This is a variant edition. So this doesn't have any other covers because it's the new variant for Star Wars. And Star Wars is not letting a lot of people do their variants. Just a FYI. Cover artist is Takashi Okazaki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okazaki.
The writer is Mark. Yeah.
You wait.
I'm pretty sure it's Guggenheim, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Pretty sure
Guggenheim. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the artist is Alessandro Maricolo. Colo?
That was better.
Maricolo?
Yeah, the second pronunciation was better.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I can't. It's just Spanish between Spanish and English, bro.
Right. I mean, while we're talking about it, I just want to. This is what marriage support looks like. So, and if everyone's wondering, this is what it looks like. So, okay.
Fantastic.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget.
All right. The next book on the chopping block is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter #1.
Why?
That's a good one.
That's a good thing. All right, who you guys? All right, who you guys got?
I love this cover.
The turtles.
It's the turtles.
Yeah.
The turtles. Clear.
You guys, you got the turtles wiping out, cleaning the house right there.
They clear.
I don't know.
Maybe the bottom is a fight.
Chun-Li, I don't know, bro. I just don't know. Now I guess Chun, bro. Like
Ryu.
All right, if there are no like powers involved, like no
that's the
things
thing.
going
If it's
on,
just a
like just
fight-
martial arts, straight up, it's the turtles.
Okay. All right, so this is going to be a five limited issue series run. Obviously, it puts the Street Fighter and Turtles against each other. The colorist, they actually put the colorist in here, is Sarah Mayer. The artist is Ariel Medella. So is the cover artist, and shit, I put something else in front of it. The writer is Paul Allure.
I'm pretty sure you said Mayer and it's Meyer, but
Yeah,
you know,
Meyer.
it's Meyer.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
This guy's trying to drink tonight.
Oh, it's like that.
This is one of those nights.
All right.
This cover's fire.
Yes.
We love this one.
my girl.
Okay, now I got it. Okay, Storm, number 1. This is the Art Germ 1 in 100 variant. Okay, so I gotta read this off of here. The artist is Sid Coutin?
No.
Sure isn't.
Potion.
Koshin. And the writer is Ann Nassetti?
Close. No sin.
No senti.
Senti.
Fucking shit.
I think this might be the record. I have to go back
You
and
get 2
count.
slaps.
Oh, that was a double.
Do you know who the cover artist is, though?
Yes. Archer. But yes, obviously, this will be the last book of the Comic Corner. So I was at, what, 8, 7?
I think that was 7.
That's probably a tie for the record. I believe the
Right
record
for
is
the record.
No, the record is 8.
Is it 8?
Is it 8?
Fantastic.
Did I miss 8?
So that does it for the Comic Corner. Everyone, I hope you're as saucy as I am right now. But like we always say, support your local comic book shops. And our addiction is comic books and a little bit of alcohol. In my case, a lot of alcohol.
A lot of bit of alcohol.
I don't
a
drink
lot of
alcohol.
it. A little bit. That was a lot of alcohol.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, it's time for another toast. Everyone drink.
God damn it. Really?
We got comments to catch up on here. I'm behind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
Let's
see what
catch
we
up
got going
before we
on
move
here.
on.
So we got good evening, gentlemen, and I use
First of all,
that term loosely.
That's
Good
Glenn
Johnny Fish,
Richmond,
or is that
and
Glenn?
also
Glenn.
happy birthday, Glenn.
Happy
belated
birthday, Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn, yo, fart.
He just turned 31 today, yesterday, so we
love
just want to
that,
wish
man.
him a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
It's the motherfucking old man.
Babe, Rachel, thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. Let's hear those names. They even know Leo. They know. They understand.
They understand that I
And
need to.
we have to throw. Abel's been gone so long, he forgot how this works.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. The comments said it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Fine. It's like I just got here.
It ain't coming from me.
I ain't even mad.
Oh man, will y'all be seeing the new TMNT movie? I
Yes.
mean,
I'm gonna
yeah,
see it.
probably.
Yes.
I will probably check that out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
the animation style looks a lot like Across the Spider-Verse, so
Yep.
it has me very, very interested.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and we have put a straw in the Bacardi, Leo. You never lied though.
She
Hey.
never lie.
Relax, woman.
And we got plenty of nerdy news to talk about.
Yes, we have a fucking lot. All right, let's start it off with Chris Hemsworth says he will be reprising his role as Thor if there's something exciting to do. And also in other news, Thor, Chris Hemsworth said that Thor: Love and Thunder was too silly.
Wow. Thank you.
I mean, like he stated the
No
obvious.
shit, bro.
He stated the
Like,
obvious.
dude, you were the actor doing a split, stopping two things coming at you. Like that was you. You went on. You rode that freaking that Stormbreaker like a broom. Like you were the Wicked Witch of the fucking. I don't know. Fucking Wicked Witch of Asgard. You idiot.
Last time I checked, Zeus still did a curtsy.
He sure did.
So, and that's a god. He did a curtsy.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. There you
Wow,
go.
we haven't heard that in the fucking.
I haven't heard that in a
Shit.
Movie sucked. Chris Hemsworth, I love you. I hope you come back in the role. I know Taika Waititi ain't gonna direct it, but I just hope at the end of the movie you ain't flipping pancakes. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. You're a god, damn it.
Okay, we got some.
I don't have enough alcohol.
We have some some little bit of spicy news. Tom Holland says that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie ever been made.
He ain't never lied though.
He ain't never lied though.
He ain't never
Wait a minute.
Not yet.
I can't even wait till we start talking about that because I got so much to say on that.
He ain't never lied
not
though.
yet.
He never lied though.
He ain't never lied.
He never
All
lied.
right, I'll leave it there. Okay, a Diablo 4 player has already reached level 100. Aaron, you were fucking on the money.
Son of a, what did I say? 4 days? What did I say? 4 days? I told you. There are, bro. You gonna think I grind?
Yo,
there are people
okay,
out here
I got the hours. How fast he beat it.
Yeah.
He beat it in 54 hours on the clock.
Wow.
Making it to be the first person to get a character to the game maximum rank. 54 hours.
That guy or gal took full advantage of being inside during this orange weather.
Yep.
They did not leave. They did not shower. They don't know what grass looks like.
No, we inside.
Shout out to you. You are a true, not the hero we wanted, the hero
we needed.
That's the truth. Okay. Now I'm guessing he's going to be on that Lilith statue that we were talking about last week.
Yep, sure is.
Sure is.
Sure is. I love that for him. Immortalized in a video game. That is every gamer's dream. You know that, right?
Dude, and I think the game makers are actually going to give everybody who makes it to that statue an actual statue.
Ah, that's dope.
That's pretty sick.
That's fantastic.
That's the rumor that I heard before.
And Diablo 4, I haven't never played a Diablo, but I've been looking into getting into playing Diablo because it looks really fucking dope. Not gonna lie.
Did you see the trailers that we were talking about on YouTube?
I was sitting there like, I kind of want to play.
You gotta give half of your life for that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Andy Machete, the director of The Flash, is reportedly set to direct The Brave and the Bold at DC Studios.
Allegedly. Hasn't been announced yet, but I don't know.
Some late news that it says from DC.
Nah, it's alleged.
I mean, everybody's raving about this Flash movie.
I don't care. I'm not seeing it.
Just saying.
I might not even watch it for free, to be honest with you.
And if they do The Brave and the Bold, that story, and that's a very dark story. I hope if he knocks this movie out the park, like the way everybody's talking about that he has been knocking it out of the park with this Flash movie, and he does this will eternally ingrain him as one of the best Batman directors out there.
True.
I can guarantee you, if they stick to the comic book on The Brave and the Bold, because it's a very sick, dark Robin and Batman story.
I was gonna say I don't know enough about the Brave and the Bold comic line to really comment. You know what I mean on how it's supposed to be. I think that I like. Let me put it this way: when I heard that was the direction they were taking New Batman or the James Gunn's DC, right. I actually was like, I love the direction. I love if that's the direction we're gonna go with Batman. I love it because I think that that's like from what I understand, it's a grittier type of Batman.
It's gonna be dark and gritty, man.
Cool.
That's what we need.
I'm in. It's the one we need, and not somebody who can't fly off the roof and hit the fucking car on the way down and shit.
Watch yourself. Vengeance will show up.
This fucking guy.
It's so annoying how much people love that movie.
People love this fucking movie. They really love that movie.
I don't understand it at all.
It bothers me so much.
Oh my god.
It's animation movies are winning so far this year. Mario hit $1 billion. Across the Spider-Verse might hit $1 billion.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think they're over two already.
I mean, I went to go see the movie.
Yeah, they're over two.
I went to go see a movie on a Tuesday, and it was pretty busy for a Tuesday, and it wasn't even like a half off like theater type of situation. Like it was still pretty busy. So I think it's going to make some good money.
I assume this comment is about The Flash. One thing I've heard consistently.
Yeah,
he is extremely overhyped.
Yeah, it's
I'm talking about The Flash.
That's what happens when you pay $300 million to market your movie and get people to say shit about it. Like that's the road that they took to try and like salvage whatever they could out of this movie.
It's a Michael Keaton movie. You know what I mean? Like everything I've seen promotion wise is Michael Keaton.
Right.
So like,
and we basically seen the whole fucking movie through the trailer.
Yeah, basically.
Chase's
famous quote: "If you see too much action in the trailers, you ain't gonna get shit else in the movie."
Yo, I pretty much think we've seen about 3/4 of the entire fucking movie. So
yeah,
the only thing left is the fucking credits and the after scene.
Right,
I haven't seen Nicolas Cage as Superman yet. So.
If he shows up in this fucking movie,
yeah, and I haven't seen that stupid Black Flash looking suit that is leaked out there somewhere. I have that. Other than that, I could care less. Like I said, I might not even watch this for free.
I'm pretty sure Michelle Rodriguez is in the news.
Because she's a hua.
Michelle Rodriguez.
That girl's a layer. That girl's a layer.
All right. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is getting a spin-off, supposedly, as a rumor, of American Chavez. Chavez. Sorry.
You should absolutely drink for that.
That's first off, you're drinking.
First of all, that's that. Second of all, that's gotta be racist.
I was gonna say America Sanchez has gotta be racist. It's gotta be racist.
I'm Latin. I can't be straight. I can't be
that's
racist.
True.
No, that's not true. You could be racist against your own people. Have you gone to Florida? Anyway.
Whoa, we're going there.
No. Okay.
Oh wow.
Saucy. Okay.
Well, Abel hasn't been here. We're just
we're
just trying to get canceled.
We're just trying to get canceled.
I ain't trying to ever be here again. Let's do it.
We drinking. I gotta go get another class. Drinking.
Wait.
I'm out of alcohol.
Wait. This is great. I was eating when Leo said that, and I almost choked.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Oh my god! All right, David. Fuck me. David Harborough has confirmed that production of Thunderbolts has been postponed, as the movie release date will also be expected to be pushed back.
Writer strike.
That writer strike, bro. That writer strike is just.
We're about to see everything get shifted back. Everything.
Yeah. Like honestly, do we know how many days it's been? Because the last one was 100 days. Are we at 30 yet? What are we at?
Yeah, we're at a month. I think we're in a month and a half.
Yeah, we're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up to this. We definitely are.
Yeah, it's. I can't believe it's been going on this long. To be honest,
I can't. I can't. We're at a point where saying yes to this changes the entire industry.
Right.
And so they have not been able to figure out a way to pacify these writers and get back to work without giving them everything that they want. So yeah, I can see the stretching out, but eventually they're gonna everybody involved is gonna have to do something because nobody's gonna eat in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This stinks, man. Like this industry has been like rocked enough with everything that happened with the pandy, and like you would think like they would just want to figure this shit out, like.
Just pay people. That's it. That's all you gotta do is pay them.
Listen,
you guys are making billions and billions of dollars. Pay these motherfuckers. Jesus fucking Christ.
You have to care enough to fucking you're talking about people who literally will, take what should be the writer's share and put their kid's name on it, when they're 3, so that when they become 33, they can fucking live happily ever after. So they don't want to give that up.
Yeah.
Nutty. Absolutely nutty.
All right, Scarlet Witch will be hinted in Deadpool 3. Rumor.
God, I'm so sick of hearing about the Scarlet Witch. Like I just don't want
to. It doesn't even really fit that movie. Well, no, I mean it does. Mutants.
If they link it to Magneto,
yeah,
that might make sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. I understand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest with you.
All right.
The strike started May 2nd. Okay, so that's we're over 30 days.
Okay, so we're all gonna die. Apple officially reveals Vision Pro and his new mixed reality headset
allow
for
me to
$3,500.
All right.
And, wait,
So
hold
first
on.
of all,
I gotta add something to that. And also, Tesla, what's his name? Elon Musk has gotten FDA approval for that Neuralink shit that he wants to put in everybody's brain. We're all gonna die. Okay, take it.
So as far like, did you guys actually watch the whole Vision Pro thing? I know, Aaron, you watched the what's his face talk about it, right?
I watched a review on the thing.
So I don't know. It's definitely it's gonna end up being the best headset out there with what it's gonna do. Period. I don't know. I'm not gonna like sit there and buy it. I think it depends on and what the guy said in that video too. I think it depends on what the developers do with this over the next however long before it comes out to see what this thing really can do.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I tell you something? So things that really, a couple things that stood out to me. Number one, it's $3,500. That's very fucking expensive. That's all I'm gonna say for a goddamn VR headset. It's very, very like you're not getting that if you don't make a deal. Like you're not just gonna spend that type of money for no apparent reason. Two, the part of it that actually got me intrigued is it has its own operating system, which is intriguing and also like scary at the same time because most of the time if you run on a new OS, it probably doesn't run well up front, and you have to wait for another generation or two to come out for it to actually be running smoothly. Just my opinion. And then the second thing is if they actually get to a point where I can put on my VR headset and I can sit courtside or field row at a goddamn game while I'm sitting on my lazy boy, you have me hooked. If that's really a fucking thing, you have me hooked because that is insane.
And what's it called? I don't think it's a coincidence that Apple just bought the company that's been doing the VR virtual reality stuff at the games. Whatever company that is that has been doing that, they acquired them like I think like a year or two ago or something like that. They're owned by Apple. So they did that for a reason.
Oh wow, really?
But also for you to get to the games, they have to pay the licensing from the NFL, NBA, or anything else.
Right,
so
but they're also
highly doubt
they're $1 trillion company. Like they might do
the NBA. How much does it make a year, bro?
No.
I know.
But the way I understand it being structured would be you have the headset, right, and you have to still pay to watch the game courtside, like whatever that fee is, $20, $30. You still have to pay the $20, $30. So if everybody does that, all of a sudden you now see the money that's flowing in from that. Because if it's your team and they're in the playoffs, you're going to want to sit courtside if you can.
Think about
courtside tickets on a fucking NBA game, you're not paying $20, $30.
But all right, but that's even crazier. So think about it this way. So think about it this way. Imagine they make a season pass for like say you're a Knicks fan, obviously, Aaron, you're a Knicks fan. Let's say they make this crazy season pass where you can watch every single game on your headset courtside. Yeah. Right. And then maybe there's like a special price for playoffs and all that stuff. And then times that by however many people have this freaking headset. That's insane.
But
you understand one thing. I wear the Oculus. Bought the Oculus.
Right.
Me wearing that for 30 minutes, it gives me a fucking headache.
Right. You know why? You know why? Because you're completely 100% immersed in what you're doing. The way this headset works, you are not immersed like you are in the Oculus. Yeah, it brings you into the real world and it puts the things in the space that you're in. So it's like you're not, you choose your level of immersion. So like if I want to be 100% immersed and not see anything around me, all I gotta do is, change the dial and I could be in a freaking lake somewhere. If I don't want to be immersed and I want to be in my room and just put shit on the wall, I can do that. That's the crazy part about it, which no other headset is doing like that headset is allegedly doing. Because listen, I don't know, right? I haven't tried it, but like the reviews that I've seen is that they're like this is going to be the greatest headset that has ever come out. But like obviously, I'm not paying $3,500 for it. Like no one, like the Apple fanboy, and I'm an Apple fanboy. I'm not paying $3,500. That's the cost of my laptop. I have 2 laptops. I'm not buying that. Like, I'm just not. It's not happening. Yeah. But you know what? Over the next 5 to 10 years, maybe they make a cheaper headset. Maybe the market, like, it's the same thing with the watch, right? They didn't know how to price the watch. But now the Apple Watch, sorry, fanboy here. I'm not trying to be, but the Apple Watch is literally like the #1 watch in the world right now. Yeah. And not just the smartwatch, It's the #1 watch in the world. Yes, look it up. I'm telling you, I'm not making that up.
It is.
I'm not making that. Go ahead. You can give me the face all you want. You keep your green bubbles when you text me. I don't care. But that's what it is. That's what it is. It sucks. It just is the truth.
Abel, just keep paying for your shit. It's okay.
I am gonna keep paying for my shit because I can. If I right, so I'll pay for my iPhone and my watch and all that shit. I'm not paying $3,500 for.
You're gonna end up paying for the Oculus because you want to be fully immersed and never leave your house.
No, I'm not.
That'd be good.
I don't know.
Dude, listen. Okay, listen. Let me tell you something. If you looked at me right now and said, "Hey, Abel, do you want to DJ this wedding from your house and do it virtually?" Yeah, I'm gonna fucking say yes. Who the fuck?
And whoever's a fucking idiot to accept that is a fucking stupid.
No, they're great because they're putting money in my pocket to stay
and they're
and
fucking
DJ their
stupid.
wedding. I don't care. And you know what? God bless them. I'm gonna go country with it. God bless them.
I'm sorry. The first time that you ever saw the fucking headset with people playing music and you're in a club and everybody has a fucking headset dancing around, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you something.
Because you know what the person like me's gonna do? I'm gonna wait until you're dancing around and not paying your fucking attention. I'm gonna knock you in the fucking side of your head and take all your shit.
It doesn't matter.
Pure facts. And somebody's gonna, Abel's on his headset. Let me go. He's fully immersed. Let me go fucking into his house, smack him up with a fucking piece, and take all his shit. And there you go. I got your $3,500 fucking piece of shit headset. Your Apple Watch is the best watch supposedly in the whole fucking world, and your fucking iPhone.
I don't think he said the best. I think he said the most popular.
Yeah. So
right. No, it's the most bought. It's the most bought watch in the world. So I'm telling you a fact.
And what phone is the most popular in the world? The iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone.
Right? It is the iPhone, right?
Because
it's still fucking 2 years behind Samsung. So whatever.
Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna need
the
two of you to move out of the hood because who the fuck is sneaking in your house killing shit while you're fucking partying? Like I don't know. Like I need you guys to fucking move to safer fucking neighborhoods. Okay, that's the first thing.
And you think some kid in the hood is not gonna have this fucking headset on and nobody's gonna fucking try him? You telling me that?
I will guarantee no kid in the hood has a $3,500 headset.
How much you want to bet? I can guarantee you by the day that headset comes out, there's going to be a parent out there to let their kid take that shit to school, and a bully's going to come up to him and take the shit from him. I guarantee you it.
I don't know how we opened up an Apple versus Samsung. Like
I didn't open shit up.
No, we didn't open anything. He's just yelling at me. I just got here.
How am I yelling?
You're not yelling.
I just got here. I haven't been here in a couple weeks.
I haven't been here in 3 weeks.
You forgot how this shit goes. You say something stupid, I yell.
I'm just trying to have a conversation.
But listen, let's
wait. Hit some of the before we move on. Hit some of the comments because there's actually some good ones.
I was just about to say. I want to hit these and then Chase, I'll let you get to your point. I also do want to say I realized I messed up. There's a couple people watching us on Kick right now, and 4K HD said W Podcast. We appreciate you checking us out. Unfortunately, Kick won't display in our sidebar here, so I have to look at it over here. But 4K, we appreciate you checking us out.
Yeah, thanks, man. We appreciate it.
If you like the podcast, drop us a follow. We appreciate it. We're new to Kick.
No doubt. You can jump in over YouTube and hang out with us. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that, man. Thank you.
For $3,500, that thing better pay all my bills. I mean, facts for that kind of money.
Right, listen, you're not wrong.
I mean,
listen, for $3,500, I can get an M1 laptop to DJ with and like video edit and like do a whole bunch of other things with. I don't need.
That's a mortgage payment. It's one.
I know it is. I know it is.
First of all, as cool as all of that shit is, it has not reached what I call consumer level yet. At this point, this is strictly as we would call this guy fanboy shit. Where
it is 100%.
Just buy anything that they fucking stamp that label on.
Right.
The general public at this point does not have the money or the need. Like nobody, as you say, like it's different levels of immersion. At this point, you know, the applications for what it could do are more potential than real and whatnot. So you know,
and we still don't even know the long-term effects of it because the real high-tech gear of VR, where you have the pedestal and you can run and you're strapped into this thing.
Well, yeah, that's a whole.
It's starting to cause. They started to cause so much fucking mental problems with their eyesight and also with their I think it was eyesight and hearing. Right. It was affecting everybody differently. One guy actually, when he was running around, threw up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that, like, I agree with Chase. This first headset is not for the general public. It's going to be for big major developers to see what they could do with it, and Apple fanboys and celebrities that have nothing else better to do with their money than fucking spend $3,500 on a freaking headset. Like, that's who this is for. Like, now the second and third generation that come out that might be a little cheaper or whatever, they figure out a pricing model. That's a whole different story. But I'm curious, like, and I think Torian mentioned, like, this is like Ready Player One for. And it's the first thing I said when I saw it. It's ready. It is Ready Player One, and that imagine in a world we live in where people are walking around the streets playing this stupid game like that.
Well, like that Bruce Willis movie. You remember that Bruce Willis movie where he comes into it goes into a machine, and there's a robot that goes out that looks like him.
That's where we're heading.
Dude, that shit is
between AI, anything that Elon Musk does, and this, like, forget it, man. Like, things are weird right now.
Elon Musk got FDA approval for this shit.
I know.
Yes,
to put shit in your brain, people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And this is what he's using. And this is the basis of what he's using it for. He says he's gonna try to cure Alzheimer's, any brain cancer conditions with it, and give you multi-memory and also telepathy or some shit like that. Not telepathy. It's telepathy when you can move stuff with your mind, right?
Yeah, that's telepathy.
Yeah. So he also mentioned that in his news press release.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing I already have that power, so I don't need that.
So first of all, I don't think any of that's supposed to.
Here.
First of all, I don't see how any of that's supposed to work, considering all those fucking diseases are biological. I don't see how an implant's supposed to fix that shit. However,
we're not at nanotech level, yo.
I think it can make your body ignore it, but it can't fix it.
Exactly. That's where I'm at. Can make you forget that it happened, but
I'm just like, I'm worried.
Oh yeah,
about
so
all this.
we're all dumb and should drink because it's telekinesis. He's
100% telekinesis.
I'm gonna drink.
Fucking shit.
They're like cousins and shit. Okay.
I just want to make it clear. I want to make it clear we had the telly part right, so at least we got half. I
also just want to mention Sean said, "What up? What's happening, Sean?
Sean? How we doing?
Thank you for being here." And Abel is definitely on the Apple payroll.
Oh no, I am 100%. Listen, I'm wearing my watch right now. My phone's right here. I have my pods in. I have 2 Apple laptops that I DJ with that also make me money. So you know what? Whatever. I made all my money back, so y'all can suck it. Y'all can suck it. That's where I'm at.
All right. Star Wars Ahsoka. Rosario Dawson already is hoping for a season 2.
Yep, and we have a release date, I believe, August 20.
Just says August, actually. All I got is August.
Hold on. I got it right now. They gave us an official release date. Ahsoka show release date. August 23rd. August 23rd, everyone.
Jesus, they're trying to keep us inside. They're trying to keep us inside this whole fucking summer, and this is fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, between this show and then the 2 PlayStation games we're probably gonna talk about at some point during this podcast. I'm gonna DJ and I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna play on my PlayStation.
Whoa. Listen, at this point, I'm thinking about buying a fucking tablet I can take wherever. There is so much shit coming out. Yo, shout out HBO Max, which is now Max.
Yeah, Max.
Season 2 of Warrior is coming out. I think when was it? Even into July.
What is Warrior? I don't know. What is Warrior? That one.
So Warrior is based off of a story originally written by Bruce Lee, and it is kind of placed in San Francisco in the want to say the early 1900s. In San Francisco, when a lot of Asians had started to come to San Francisco and kind of first established Chinatown. The martial arts action in this shit is so off the charts.
It's already on season 2. This is season
2 coming.
Okay, this is season 2 coming.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I have to catch it. I'm gonna start.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show. That's good. I mean, listen, I love anything that is remotely involved with Bruce Lee. I don't even give a shit. It doesn't even matter. I love me some Bruce Lee.
If you like martial arts action, go on Max, find Warrior, watch season 1, and you'll understand.
Okay. All right, cool. I have Max. So I gotta check it out.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse opens to a $209 million worldwide weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa, yo. That movie.
all?
I mean, we're not gonna give our reviews yet because we're gonna do it a little later on. We're gonna.
How much did it make?
Plan for that.
$209
$209 million.
Animated fucking movie, fantastic.
Yep.
Yo.
Okay. So the rundown is it made 120.5 domestically, and it made and it had a 50% increase of the $80 million projected for the first weekend, and it also had everyone was already. So it was ready for the installment and itching for the new installment in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're gonna get into it all later, but
yeah, I just wanted to let the number let that number talk a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I kind of saw this coming though. I thought the movie would be really popular considering how good Into the Spider-Verse was. You know, I didn't know it would be over 2. When I saw it was over 2, I was like, all right, cool. They're gonna do. I mean, I don't know if they'll make $1 billion, but they're gonna make high multi. You know,
it's gonna be up there.
It's gonna be
up there. If Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness made the 957, I see Sony's they're gonna at least pass in the next couple of weeks. It should be. I'm guessing it might die out at around 7 or 8.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. At first, I was like, animation won't make that much, but Super Mario Bros. Did $1 billion, so like, you know, it's possible. But it'll probably, like you said, 7, 8.
You have to watch.
Is 850.
You have to watch to see at all of these movies at some point have that big drop, and then that's where it levels off. So you have to see how far it goes. It's probably going to do at least 100 million a week, somewhere into the next to second month, I would think. And then at that point, you'll see what the drop looks like.
And also, has anybody else heard anything about the Fast and the Furious lately?
Who?
What movie is that?
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious? What is that?
What did that movie with?
Is that movie that dumbass chick is in that said something about Marvel because she's dumb? Is that that movie?
Let's just hop into that. Miss Rosario Dawson.
I'm sorry. First of all, it's Michelle Rodriguez, so you can absolutely 100,000% drink for that.
Wait the fuck a minute.
I am offended.
Don't you ever talk about
I'm sorry. I had Ahsoka in my head. Okay, I had Ahsoka in my head.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
whatever. That chick. She goes on and says she had 2 comments in a row. She got one by TMZ, and one she just blurted out that how many Marvel movies could there be? That was the first comment that we covered last week. And now we got an old clip, I guess, from TMZ that she is actually saying that I forgot the direct quote. I don't have it in front of me. Does anybody have her quote directly in front of them?
I can try to find it. If you want to move on to something else, I'm looking for it. You can.
But either way, she's fucking saying dumb shit about the comic books and the movies and how there's no depth in it. And also, we have actually I should mention this in the same breath. Hold on, I gotta skip a couple fucking pages.
Well, while you're looking for that, first Sanchez, now Rosario. It's got to be racist.
It's so many people that keep messing up. It's something about him, man. It's something about him.
She said she's tired of black actors stealing white roles.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yes,
that is 100% what it was.
Got it.
Oh, so she doesn't like the fact that we haven't come up with no other, black, we're taking all the white actors' roles, but meanwhile you're playing a street racer that you perpetuating stealing illegal merchandise and thinking you're the good guy, and they just made you the good guy because you're stealing, and the bad guy should win sometimes.
Are they even stealing illegal merchandise anymore? Like, aren't they in space? Like,
yeah, the last time I saw you, you were fucking in space somewhere.
Here's the she plays the same role in every movie. Yes, the hot lesbian.
She's the female version of the Rock. Same role, same fucking movie. Every other thing she fucking does.
That's crazy.
It doesn't change with her, but you have the nerve.
I love Michelle Rodriguez.
I loved Michelle Rodriguez
after these comments.
Yo, she's a jackass.
Dude, how do you not want inclusivity into these roles? Did you understand that we were not written into these roles ever? And we also, if you did your little fucking homework, if you watch fucking Mancave101, we have artist spotlights here that we have the content, but you're not fucking looking for it.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, but I don't give a fuck.
You know what? It ain't even shameless. It ain't even shameless.
Check us out.
The problem is you're not looking at it, and then you have the. I'm not going to mention any black any black creators, because I don't want to give them no light and no talk shit about them. I want them to succeed, all of them. But
what do you mean by that?
The problem is that I'm having is, if you're not written into certain roles, how are you supposed to be included into something?
Well, I want to say this. So I was watching, I believe it's Drew Barrymore's talk show today, and she had Nia Long on, and they were having a long conversation about the fact that Nia Long originally went to try out to be one of Charlie's Angels, and when she went, she didn't get it, and what they remarked was that they didn't like her eyebrows, and that they thought she looked too old next to Drew Barrymore. And
look at Drew Barrymore now.
This is we're laughing. They literally wrote this shit down, and Drew Barrymore and company on the later movies, like, went on a mission to try to add more diversity into the roles. My problem with Michelle is that, how can you say such a thing? You're literally the definition of what you claiming needs to stop. So I just don't get it. I think that sometimes when people get successful, they forget that you're there by the grace of other people who didn't get the opportunity that you have, and we have to learn to be graceful and learn to shut the fuck up sometimes. So let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. So all you big drug addicts, Chris Pratt is doing a private signing at CGC, ladies and gentlemen.
I will not
Pass.
do drugs.
Pass.
I will not.
Come on, nobody wants a Guardian of the Galaxy, freaking Star Wars.
Listen. First of all, let me say something. Do not let the man in the chair fool you. The hammer in his room is being shipped there as we speak.
No, it's not.
I promise you.
That's Chris Hemsworth. Number one.
I promise you.
That's Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, that guy too.
Wrong Chris. Now, if they did do a signing with Chris Hemsworth, that goddamn hammer might take a trip.
Yo, tell Chris Hemsworth that Love and Thunder was trash. You won't do it.
I'll be honest with you. If I met him, I would say that to his face.
I don't.
No, the fuck you would not.
I would say that.
I would shut you the fuck.
Did you see his comments? He'd agree, be like, yeah, you're right. It was trash. He would say the same thing.
You won't do it.
Come on, man.
That has nothing to do with him. I love him. I do. I love him. I would actually honestly, I would probably be starstruck if I saw Chris Hemsworth in person. No bullshit.
Oh my god! All right, the trailer for Loki season 2 will release during San Diego Comic-Con in July, ladies and gents.
I mean, I can go for another trailer. I mean, I know who won't be in it.
No.
He's in it.
He's in it.
No. I mean, in the trailer, they probably won't put him as much in the trailer. That's what I'm saying.
There'll be a decision by then.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
By then.
We thought there was going to be a decision in May. I don't know if there will be a decision by then. They might drag this shit out, man. I don't know.
Because the problem. Go ahead, Leo. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
The thing is, they already made the decision that he's staying into season 2. He's already
that part they've made. They're not going to make any announcements until after Loki, because they need the viewership for Loki because of what Loki 1 was. Like they need that right now, especially with Secret Invasion coming. Them pulling back on some of the shows, they really need, especially with their the investor call, telling them how many X million people they lost as subscribers. Yeah. They need Disney Plus attention. So they're not going to announce anything until after Loki 2. Guaranteed.
Because Loki season 1 was still their most popular Disney Plus show to date.
100%. And even if they come to a verdict before Loki comes out, they're not going to say anything until after that.
Yeah.
And also the Johnny Depp is in talks again to reprise his role.
Right. He just needs $301+ million. That's what he needs. That's what he needs. And honestly, if I was Disney, probably should pay it. Honestly,
you might want to pay that.
and Disney is in there. Already have the script written for it. Yeah. But they also said something a little bit like said something really fishy in the article. They were actually saying that okay, we would love to have Jack Sparrow back, but we also have a script that doesn't include him in it.
They
did both scripts.
Right, which is actually smart. They should, because you know what? But you know what though? At least they're gonna try, and like it really is up to Johnny. Like I mean, he said he would never work with him again, but I mean, he literally said I do it. Movie now too. Dude, I'm waiting for that guy to come back. I'm what I don't care what it is he comes back as or what movie it is. I'm gonna go pay for the movie just cause everything. I'm giving him my money.
Okay, Disney.
Easy on the check.
I'm gonna need reparations after all this bullshit. What up, Wendeezy?
What up?
By the way, we're gonna be on late tonight doing pre-record, so stop by after you're done. Okay,
yeah,
bye.
Wendeezy. Okay, bye.
Disney's latest layoffs includes producers who saved Toy Story 2. So along with 70 other Pixar employees, Disney has laid off producer Galen Suzeman.
You definitely said that wrong. Just drink.
Yeah, it sounds super Galen.
It's literally Jay. Oh, yeah, I did say it.
Bro, I knew he said it wrong, and I don't have this shit in front of me. I knew he said it wrong.
Who is known to researching?
How did we get here?
We've always been here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I just got here. I haven't been here for 3 weeks.
Toy Story 2 from backup on her home computer after entering the film has been deleted by mistake. So the film was deleted off of the main computer at Disney, and she brought it back from her computer and her laptop at home.
Oh. So
she actually saved Toy Story 2, literally.
Huh.
And then they fired her with 70 other employees.
That's because she was supposed to get the check first,
right.
Then give him the damn movie.
It's not.
I would be like, I'm not putting this movie back until I get X amount of dollars, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's called blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want to blackmail the mouse?
I do.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of money to pay me.
I just saw a tweet on the mouth.
Literally that. What Amos just said. He wears gloves for a fucking reason.
I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
I just saw a $27,000 suite on the Mouse's cruise ship. Hell yeah, pay me.
There's definitely a prison cell somewhere out there too. Don't talk to me. Don't tell me anything differently.
Okay, Black Mirror creator Charlie Brooker asked ChatGPT to write an episode of Black Mirror, and it was shit.
God, well, wait. Who wrote the episode?
No, Charlie Broker. Sorry, Charlie Broker asked ChatGPT to write an episode of Black Mirror.
Okay.
The show Black Mirror, and it was shit.
Of course it was shit, because you're missing the human element, man. You can't listen, this AI stuff is only going to be able to do a certain amount. I feel like it's good for an idea start. You know what I mean? But at some point, there has to be a line, right, that they can't go past. And then we could I think that's why I think one of the big contentions in the writer's strike, not to bring it up again, but is the AI thing, because you can tell them to write, you could tell AI to write a movie and do whatever, but at the end of the day, where's the human element? Where's the stuff that we're gonna like? It's gonna be missing some type of compassion, empathy, the feelings, the emotion, whatever it is. So, not surprising there at all, to be honest.
Yeah, I think AI is good for the outlines, good for the template that you use to set things up. But ultimately, you still have to go in there and add all of the little nuances that make it special. I just don't think that you're going to get that with AI, at least not at this point. Although by next year, listen.
Yo, I don't think about next year, bro. I think 6 months, brother. 6 months, this thing is gonna be so far ahead.
Yeah, but you got to.
Dude, the shit learns fast, man. That's what
even
the scary thing is, man.
As fast as it's going, it's still, because even with that, there's still tweaking that's got to happen. So I'm giving it till next year. You know what I mean?
The robot also is some funny news. There's a video going out on YouTube. There was a robotics conference going on. I think it was in Las Vegas. They had a robot actually stacking boxes and taking it off the shelf and putting it on a conveyor belt. And literally in a half hour, the robot says, "I am not doing this monotonous thing," and shut off and killed itself.
Jesus.
It literally shut off, turned off, and killed it. It literally laid on the ground and died.
Dude, we're just so fucked. We're so like, I'm telling you right now, I'm just going to enjoy living life for the next couple of years. Like, I'm gonna DJ, have some fun. You know, I'm just gonna do my thing because it's fucking over. It's done. We're all fucked, man.
Strong union, bro. Strong union.
Dude, T-1000s are gonna come out of nowhere. They're gonna fucking shoot me in the face. Like, it's over. The machines win.
Start prepping, okay?
Yeah. Where's fucking Dyson? Like, he has the chip somewhere with his fucking, someone find Dyson, because he's got the T-1000 chip. Like, we need to blow it up. Like, just find them because he's out there.
This shit is already out, bro. And the thing is, and also they're refusing to. With all the AI robotic stuff, they're refusing to let it connect to the internet.
Hell yeah! Because at this point, listen, people still don't understand. They do not know what this thing can actually fucking do. They still don't. Like, as everybody's saying, it's learning at a fast pace. This thing could outlearn and outpace us.
As Wendell says, we are next, and it might be the T800, but we're going right to the 1000. Like, we're skipping 800. Like, that's where we're at. We're skipping 800. We're going to 1000.
All right. I just want to know how many of you guys are going to get that Elon Musk chip.
How we talk about Dyson? What happened with Dyson? What did I miss?
Oh no, we're just talking about that was the guy in Terminator who developed the chip, and yeah.
No, we were talking. I just brought up that there was a robot convention, and the fucking robot killed itself because it was doing monotonous work.
I mean, sounds superhuman.
Huh. I'm very terrified.
Right. I bet you was on a Monday and not a Friday.
All right. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. There's a lot of good reports coming out from it, and IGN actually has a very good take on it. It proves that Transformers franchise is accelerating in the right directions with the Autobots and the Beast Wars. So, what do you guys think?
I saw something that leaked out of that movie, like towards the end, and I was very excited about it. I am not going to say it out loud, but honestly, go see Transformers because I'm sure.
Yeah, listen. I
want to see that movie. I want to see that movie.
I love the franchise. I think that is dope. I also think that Transformers has to be very careful in making sure that they actually put out some really dope shit going forward. A couple of the movies in the middle was a little meh, so when you start having Marvel and DC now also out there making big movies, it's going to make a difference. You're being sandwiched in a month where we've got a lot of mega movies coming out. So now, in order to make sure that you're going to make your money, like Transformers has to knock it out the box.
Yep. So, Torian saw the movie yesterday. Torian, I think you know what I'm talking about when you saw that one thing when he flipped the card. What did you think of that? Because I'm curious because there was some good shit. Unicron.
I don't know. I told you guys today. Critics are bashing the movie. I saw,
Dude, screw them, man.
Critics were bashing it.
These mother effers just can't have fun.
I know they really do.
They just can't have a good time. It's annoying.
It's another case of what was the movie we just saw? We just saw recently that got a bunch of fan love and all critic hate. I forget. Off the top of my head, it was very recently.
Little Mermaid.
No.
Well, yes.
Wait,
but
it wasn't Shazam. It
No.
was it was something after Shazam. What the hell?
It wasn't
came out
Guardians.
that
Guardians got love on both
No,
sides.
Guardians got good reviews.
Before that.
Anyway, I mean, I can't remember off the top.
Yeah, I can't either, but I know what you're talking about.
But I saw it was like 95% positive with fans and 54% on critics on Rotten Tomatoes. I was
Yeah.
like, these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
man.
By the way, that scene I'm talking about, the crowd went nuts. That's exactly what happened. So
Sure.
go see Transformers, and you will be shocked at the end because I know what they're doing. We know what they're doing now, and it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, it's probably dope. I'm gonna check out Transformers. I haven't watched Transformers.
I'm checking out Transformers. It's gonna be good.
In more movie news, are you guys ready for 50 Cent in Expendables 4?
Yes.
I do not care about this movie at all.
Do you know why? Because he's already proven you can get shot 9 times and get up.
Exactly.
This movie's literally just his life, honestly.
Listen, I'm excited for 50. Like,
Yeah, actually, it's called Expendables 4: Get Rich or Die Trying, right? That was that was the title of the movie.
I'm excited for him. I mean,
you want to sit here? You want to sit here and say shit about 50? Last time I checked, he made Power, and Power was a fucking hit.
Power Book 2.
Power Book 2, fucking.
Right.
My point.
Ghost.
What's the meme? What's the meme at the pawn shop where he's like, "I want this crazy Super Bowl performance," and he's like, "The best I can give you is upside down 50 Cent." Like, I want upside down 50 Cent. That's what I want.
All right. Since we were talking about Little Mermaid a little bit. It tanks in China and South Korea admitted racist backlash from some viewers.
So,
That's got to be racist.
I'm sorry.
Where's my goddamn drop?
Hey, listen. Are we surprised? Are we surprised at all? Like, listen. Little known fact: go on YouTube and pull up racist commercials from Asia.
That.
And see what goes on their TV screens, and then you will understand why it tanked.
That's got to be racist.
Yeah, like a mug. Some of the stuff that's on there, I promise you, will make you walk past some of your favorite fruit shops on the way to work.
You know what I also want to say? I want to give a shout out because all the time that I was talking about her, I mispronounced her name. The way you pronounce her name is the same way you say Halle Berry. It's Halle Bailey. Halle
Bailey.
Haley Bailey. It's Haley Bailey.
Haley Berry.
I was saying it incorrectly, so I just wanted to give. Listen. I went into that movie saying I didn't want to see it, and it actually really was pretty good. Aside from the dad in the movie, outside of that, everything else is pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen it. I watched it too, and I wasn't mad at it.
Mm-mm.
I was not.
It was fine.
All right, Diablo 4 sets record as Blizzard's fastest selling game of all time.
I'm not surprised at all.
I might play this.
You're gonna play this.
100%. I might play this. God damn it. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me though. People love this franchise, bro.
The franchise, yeah, dude, it has such a
People
following.
love this franchise. Yeah.
All right, did you motherfuckers know that Bowser is chronologically 34 years old?
First of all, don't talk to me like that. Second of all, I did not.
Why is Bowser my age? I feel like me and him both wake up with knee pain in the morning and shit. You know?
Shit. Okay, so Nike has been dropping so many goddamn shoes and nobody wants me to talk about it, but I'm still bringing it up. Nike's been dropping out these shoes, and these 2029 the Spider-Man 2099s are fire, and the low dunks are for Miles Morales are fire. I'm sorry, I have to.
You actually just reminded me. I gotta buy some Air Force Ones. Mine's are shit. Thank you.
I saw Adidas actually did a line for Across the Spider-Verse as well. So both Nike and Adidas both came up with, obviously Nike and Jordan are going to get the love because they're featured in the movie, worn by the characters and stuff. But I do have to say, of those sneakers, I saw maybe 2 that I would actually buy. Just being honest with you.
We need to talk about those secret Jordans that kind of flashed the screen and disappeared.
Yeah.
That like.
Oh, the ones he had. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I know what you.
We need to unlock those. We need to unlock those.
All right, Oscar Isaac is the first actor to play 3 separate Marvel characters.
Because he's the
3.
freaking man.
Oh, 2099, Moon Knight. Who else?
Who was the third?
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, that's right.
That doesn't count.
Shut your Hey, you leave Blue Ivan Ooze alone.
No,
okay?
never.
You
Never.
leave Blue Ivan
Never.
Ooze alone.
Never. That's right up there with many a failed Marvel attempts. Well, not Marvel, Fox. That was Fox, actually. But
Yeah, that was Fox. But
Fox,
either way,
whatever.
Live action Miles Morales Spider-Man films is in the works. And also, do you guys want to save that for later?
No, you can talk about it now if you want.
We can talk about that part.
We can talk about it now.
That's interesting. Yeah.
No.
Okay,
God, please,
so the
no,
voice actor
no.
that plays Miles, he's been reportedly saying that he's going to lose a lot of weight for him to play Miles Morales. Also, on Twitter, he shot back at the haters for saying, I didn't know, I realized I had this many haters on Twitter. And then he just left it at that.
Yeah. So
I want everybody here right now to acknowledge the fact that I told you this months ago, that this was going to fucking happen.
Of course it was.
Months ago, I told you.
All right. So, like, all right, hear me out here. Hear me out here. He's great as a voice actor. I don't know if I see him as live action because I just think the age isn't right.
How old is he?
He's in his 20s.
Yeah,
He's in his older 20s. I think he's mid 20s.
28. Shamik Moore.
28. Yeah. So like from that aspect, that's the only way I don't see it. But listen, I mean, if they could figure it out and de-age him and whatever, great, do it.
Listen, Shamik Moore is a great actor. He's been in a couple of things. And as shout out to Nate. What's up, bro?
Nate.
Nate.
I'm saying the overwhelms of Twitter's followers and fans want to see a young 15, 16-year-old. I think that Shamik Moore should get an opportunity to, if he doesn't play Miles, he needs to play somebody else. But I'm trying to understand, if you include him in the movie and you hear the voice, how are you not going to associate that with Miles Morales
100%.
if you've seen the animation movies? Like, they're gonna like, well, isn't that Miles? So,
Chase, you skipped too far ahead. I don't want to see a live action Miles Morales.
yeah, that part too.
No fucking thank you, Sony.
Yeah.
No thank you, Sony.
And supposedly they're not making another Spider-Verse movie. Is going to be all live action from here on out.
Wonderful. You know what that sounds like? A fucking tank job.
It sounds
That
like
would
it's
fucking
She's
suck.
breaking up. She's breaking up. She's breaking up.
Like literally though, I have a question for you, right? You're Sony, right? This is where your video game stuff is at. This is where your animation stuff is at. This is where your live action shit is at. You can't see my hand because it's so far down. Why do you keep going back to this well?
Well, listen,
leave this well alone.
First of all, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing under the table with that hand. So please, this is
Why?
meant for kids. So let's not do that.
Why? No, it's not made for kids. And
You're
why
right.
do you keep doing live action? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Morbius was bad. Craven is gonna be bad. Madam Web is gonna be bad.
But Bad Bunny has El Muerto.
No, even worse.
Bad Bunny,
Stop, Sony. Just make animation and make my games, and stop making live action. It's gonna suck. I don't care who you cast as Miles. It doesn't matter.
Listen, the only way I'm telling you right now, what they need to do for Spider-Man 4 is introduce a young Miles Morales, and whoever that actor is, it is. And they need to build it up the same way that the Spider-Man games build up Miles. They need to just look at those Spider-Man, the Spider-Man story in those games, and just do something semi-similar. It doesn't even have to be the same exact thing. Just
I don't want to be sitting on. I don't want to be sitting on this podcast years from now talking about a Miles Morales character the same way I talk about Andrew Garfield. I really love Andrew Garfield, but damn, that fucking movie sucked.
Yeah, literally.
I'm gonna be saying that in fucking 10 years from now.
You're gonna say it just like
movie.
that. We're gonna clip this. I'm stamping right now.
I'm just saying. I don't want to do it.
I think it's gonna be sooner than that, brother. I think it really is gonna be sooner.
No,
than
dude.
that.
I'm telling you right now, 3 to 5 years, we are seeing Miles Morales in live action, whether it's through Sony or
it
Marvel.
doesn't matter. I'm with the man in the chair on this one. It's gonna fucking suck. It's gonna burn out the sky like the fiery phoenix.
Let me be okay.
If you
Go ahead,
say
play
something
devil's
good about
advocate.
live action Miles,
Wait.
Go ahead, Al Pacino. Go ahead, Al Pacino. Keanu
Hold
Reeves.
on.
Devil's advocate.
Hold on. Play some devil advocate.
I'll leave.
Listen to me. Okay.
You won't do it.
What if? Wait a second. What if Craven is good?
What if it's not gonna be?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick him out of here for a second. I'm just kidding.
Well, here's the irony. Charles from Speak On It Comics and I had this conversation early.
I sure hope he's coming tonight.
And he was on the same wavelength that you were, that if Craven the Hunter was good, that it would be an alley-oop to everything else. I'm with the man in the chair. Historically, live shit from Sony sucks like a $5 whore. At the end of the day, stick with what you do good, which is groundbreaking animation, gaming, or like stay away from live. Just far away.
We just said before, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie literally bit the same style animation that Sony did first with Into the Spider-Verse years ago. They made something that other people are now copying to do. So instead, we're going to go back to the thing that Marvel and even DC trumped us in, which is live-action superhero movies. Okay, cool. That sounds like a brilliant money-making idea, Sony. Keep going that way.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And I'm sorry, I want to say one more thing about Craven. Craven actually does have the potential to be good. You know how it could be good? If it's just a straight man food fucking killer rated R movie. That's the only way that movie's good.
Which we know we will not get because it's Sony.
Because it's Sony. That's exactly what it'll be.
Because the backstory for Craven
is bloody.
It's a fucking great fucking story. It's a great storyline. Great. If they do it right,
they're not going to.
They have to do it right.
They're not going to.
Also, think about it this way, though. Because now if you make a Craven movie, and Craven's coming in Spider-Man 2 video game, if the one in the video game is good and the one in the movie sucks, that's what you're going to compare it to. Same thing with Miles. You make live-action Miles, and it sucks. You're going to go back and compare it to Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm. So literally, as you're saying that, Torian, one of the worst things is that Craven is in the upcoming Spider-Man 2 game, he looks absolutely fire, which he does. Imagine how shook Sony would be if Craven movie is bad. Like, honestly, the Craven that we're getting in that Spider-Man game looks freaking lit. But you know what though? That's a good point though. That Craven is rated R.
But that's
I'm very curious.
That's why I said if it's man food, because we heard it's rated R. So if it's rated R and it's bloody and disgusting, it might be a man food fucking superhero movie.
Let's just hope rated R is not R for like retarded or something. Because
hey.
First of all, it's R for ridiculous. So let's
listen.
Bro, if you guys haven't seen Sisu yet, man food, go.
All right, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I know that New York is smoky, but right now the Man Cave podcast is moist. You know why the Man Cave podcast is moist? Because, ladies and gentlemen, your kneecap's about to be taken out because Charles from Speak On It Comics is up here. Charles, how are you doing?
There he is.
What's going on, guys?
What up, bro?
Y'all talked about a lot.
How are you, man?
Wow. We haven't even got into Spider-Verse yet. We haven't. Yeah. This is not even getting into our freaking breakdown of it yet.
Wait. Let's get.
We're still in news.
What's new, Charles? How are you? What have you been up to? Like, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, everything's been good, man. Speak On It Comics, we've been doing a lot. We've been going to a lot of events. We're going to be at the Garden State Comic Convention over in Montclair in a couple of weeks. We're doing a lot of things, man. We're going to be doing more shows. We've been, really giving out some more, telling people about a lot of things that we got coming up as far as in comics. There's some new groundbreaking things that's happening, so I won't say anything yet until things are finalized. But yeah, we got a lot of things that's brewing right now.
Hey, Charles, telling people about the comic book program where you guys go visit schools and whatnot.
Yeah, so our main thing is to just get people into comics universally. Comics is for everyone. That's our mantra. So what we do is we've been really connecting with, the schools and really, being part of the whole career day as far as, going around and speaking to kids about, comics, art, literature, becoming writers, becoming artists, really harnessing that passion. So we've been really, successful in doing those type of things. We've already went to a couple of schools already, and we do a lot more, just on an event end. But now we're trying to get into the whole, get into the schools and speak with the, teachers and the principals and try to get them a little bit more, understanding about what comics is and understanding what the beauty of what this art form does for, the young minds. And so
That's awesome.
really great stuff, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Get them,
Nice.
start them early, baby. Start them early.
Nice.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
And look, Charles getting all the love from Torian and Sean. Everyone
Hey,
everyone
guys.
misses you, man. What's up?
Everybody misses
Uh,
you, bro.
Thank you.
Get 'em
Thank you,
started
guys.
early.
Love you
I
guys.
gotta my grills to somebody.
I love you guys.
All right. The next bit of news: Tom Holland is taking a 1-year break, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn right he is. God,
After-
that dude's been busy.
After
Yes.
making he's been having he's been noticing a lot of mental health issues that he's been having, because after the movie he made, The Crowded Room, so he decided to say, okay, I'm going to take a year break and focus on myself and focus on my mental health and stuff like that. This is one of the strongest moves that I've
Yes.
seen from an actor to actually publicly admit this that I've ever seen. Because if Heath Ledger would have done the same thing, he would still be here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't understand the amount of
Pressure.
brain pressure, and how much acting and how much pressure it takes to do these roles. And as much work as this young man has been doing, it's phenomenal.
Busy, man. He's
It,
busy,
it was
man.
it
And,
was also
it-
cool for him to like come out and say that like the
Yes.
role had a profound effect on his personal life. He started bringing the character like home with him, and he just like looked at himself and said, "Hey, I need a break after this." It's the right way to go about things,
Yep.
Like the roles are going to be there. Like you're not going to lose, and if you do, listen, better off probably in the long run, because those people probably didn't deserve to have you. But you're not going to sit here and tell me Marvel's going to be like, "Oh, we're going to drop you a Spider-Man." Ain't gonna fucking happen. It's not going to happen. So
Yeah, hats off to that guy. I really do think that that's important for us to understand that the mental health thing, especially we just had mental health awareness month that just passed. And the whole thing is that a lot of us, especially people of color, we just, we kind of feel like, we don't think that we need, certain things, therapy or we don't need certain things to just to just kind of like rebalance us, spiritually, mentally, physically, and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that he spoke up about this, because enough young, it's a lot of young people that deal with, outside of just acting, that deal with a lot of stuff. I mean, we all have young people in our, our kids and young people in our lives, or whatever the case may be. So it's good that he's setting that example. So hats off to Tom.
Definitely, for sure. Sure, especially because he's young. How old is he now? Is he mid-20s? Like, is he not even mid-20s? By the way, I'm calling it right now. Him and Zendaya having a baby within 2 years. 2 years?
You think so?
2 years.
If I was him, I would have been having one now.
Tom Holland is 27.
27. Okay, so
we're talking about Zendaya here. God damn it.
Yeah, 2 years. It's probably not even that. I was being nice with the guess.
They've been together for a minute too now. Huh?
They sure have.
Yeah.
They have to be.
They've been together since before the first Spider-Man movie, from what I understand. His first.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just what we know about. Like, who knows who?
Yeah. All right. So Amazon is reportedly in talks to release a Prime Wireless membership now for cell phones, and it's only going to cost people up to $10 a month.
Listen, Costco's out here giving out car insurance. Anything is possible at this point. I love this.
I already
forgot about that. Yeah, Costco is giving out car insurance right now.
Literally giving out car. Anything is possible at this point. I don't put anything past any service.
Yo, God help you if you run into somebody and hand them a Costco insurance card, bro.
Right. It's fine.
I mean,
I got mine at aisle 7.
Listen,
It's fine. Honestly, I'm about to be a DJ stripper with my. That's what I'm gonna do, because I could probably get double for what I'm doing. I don't need to relax. I'm fine. I've seen it. I seen it and it works.
Can I
that's all I gotta say.
Can I like double my Amazon Prime into a cell phone plan? Is that like work? Because I'm in. Like I already pay for Prime. So.
I think in the article it says if you're a Prime member, it should not cost. If it should cost $0 to $10 if you're a Prime member.
T-Mobile. See you later, bitches.
Both might be on our way.
See you later.
Yeah, because these cell phone bills, bro.
Get even more savings.
These cell phone bills are freaking ridiculous right now, man.
I don't even care if I don't get service for $10 a month. I'll be fine. Just give me Wi-Fi for $10 a month. I'm straight.
So we have WhatsApp app. The WhatsApp app will get you the.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Wi-Fi everywhere.
I'm not looking to talk to anybody anyway, to be honest with you.
Oh shit! All right.
Wild.
Collectors are offering $1 million. $1 million for the Magic the Gathering card, the One Ring card.
Oh shit! That's the one that they put in certain packs, right? That, like,
yes.
They literally only made one or two, like whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
So $1 million for a fucking card. So Pokemon, you got some competition now.
Nah, I mean, listen, it's no 10 grade level Charizard. Like that's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, the One Ring thing is real. Like that shit, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Okay, Across the Spider-Verse Lego scene was animated by a 14-year-old fan.
First of all, I love that, and here's why. Because if you go back to that scene, there's actually Easter eggs from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, like the Doc Ock newspaper on the wall. Like dude, the fact that a 15-year-old did that is so
14, brother.
14. So ridiculously impressive. Like I really don't know what I'm doing with my life. That's how I feel.
Didn't I say this though when we were talking about all of these great posters that were popping up on Instagram, and I said I don't understand why they have not started to recruit from all of this talent out here. There are some people out here doing some amazing stuff. We've seen some posters that have fooled us. We were like, oh shit, this is coming out. They were like, oh wait a minute, this is fan work. This is not real.
Yeah.
And so, the fact that they actually did this with him. Now, I wouldn't see the movie. I never was like, oh, 14-year-old did this. I'm like, okay,
yeah, I would have never even thought. That's crazy.
Absolutely dope. And kudos to him or her.
Yeah.
And even Oscar Isaac is like, you're one of the best.
Dude, and he's also getting hired to do the freaking the Lego movie.
Good for him.
Oh, good for him.
Good for him.
Great job.
14 years old, brother. 14 years old, sitting there playing around with Legos, he's about to make bank and be famous for it. This is freaking incredible.
I love it.
Good for them.
Okay, so we touched based on this. It has been officially announced that the movie Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will be the last movie in the animation in the series of the characters of Miles Morales in the world of the Spider-Verse.
That's for Sony. That's all I have to tell
Shut
you.
your bitch ass up.
Yeah, that. It's a shame. It really is a shame. I don't know why. Because I bet you the next movie's better. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna leave us? Well, I'm not. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. All right. The first 5 minutes of the Secret Invasion released, but you need a secret password to watch it.
Hey, listen. All I'm gonna say is, make sure you check the channel.
Dope.
We are going to completely review this thing and break it down. Just you just stay with us. Stay with us. We got
Watch
you.
Watch the channel. You will get some reviews on this.
We got you covered.
It's dope as hell. It's dope as hell. If the first 5 minutes of this show is any indication of what it's going to be, I'm fucking in. Marvel is back. What it do, baby?
Yeah,
like, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
All right. Anthony Hopkins called his MCU role pointless acting.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's really not wrong.
He's really not wrong.
Do we all agree with this?
I mean,
Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kind of rubbed me the wrong fucking way too, right?
No, but he's not wrong though. That's the messed up thing is he's not wrong.
Why is he not wrong? You're playing
Dude,
Odin, bro.
I understand he's playing Odin, but like if you really think about him in the grand scope of like what the story is, like he's a background character. It just is what it is.
And not even really that. It's almost wall dressing because I mean, listen, when we talk about who Odin actually is, and where he, and how he is supposed to be, the All Father of Asgard and all of that. It was great opportunities to, and then I said this before. The great thing about Thor is when he is engaged in battle. And when he's engaged in battle, that's when you have the opportunity to bring all of his friends into it and his father. And if you don't do that, then you miss all the good things about Thor.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, they could literally do an MCU run of just Odin. They can literally do a whole MCU run.
It wouldn't fit. Yeah, it wouldn't.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it goes bad. Because in Ragnarok, they tell the story of him and Thor's sister Hela, and now you can't clean that shit up.
Yeah. In the movies, yeah.
I remember one Odin line ever. Honestly, is that like that's bad? I remember one Odin line.
Yeah, because I just thought it was fucking lame when he was like talking to Odin and he was like dying and he's just like.
That's the only line I remember is when he was like, when Thor was like, I'm not as strong as you, and he was like, no, you're stronger. That's the last line. That's the only line I remember.
Yeah, like,
are you Thor? what did he say? Are you are you Thor, God of Hammers? That's the line I remember. If that doesn't say anything, I don't know what does. Yeah, are you Thor, God of Hammers?
All right. At least let Odin go out and battle. Shit, I'd have been good with that.
Right.
Yeah. AMC Theaters is bringing back $3 and $5 movie ticket prices for this summer, ladies and gents. They lost so much money, they need to bring them back down again.
Mother effers.
Yeah, trying to keep me inside. I'm trying to be outside. Stop trying to keep me outside.
Yo, I'm gonna be outside as F.
The problem is they're gonna make up that money with that merchandise and collector's cups and shit that costs about $45.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Oh wait. We got a sneak peek right here.
Yeah.
Shit. That is so dope. God, I want that.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna put some lights on the inside this way the eyes are bright white.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm gonna leave it here for the rest of the stream now.
All right. Universal reportedly is nearing a deal for the Legends of Zelda movie.
Yo, all I know is if that movie isn't done right,
I'm
gonna lose my shit.
You're a big Zelda fan.
And honestly,
is a movie, though.
Let me tell you something right now. Just make the Ocarina of Time. Just start there. Just make the Ocarina of Time.
Zelda really is made for movies, though. Like more so than Mario ever is because of the story. You know what I mean?
Million.
The storyline,
Honestly, I would rather the company that made the Mario games make the Zelda game. To be honest with you, because I loved their animation and the way it looked. It looked really good, and I feel like they would do it justice. I think. With all the Easter eggs and all the things that the Mario movie had. Like, listen, it could have been a better story and more put together, probably, but you literally it's right there. Just make the fucking movie.
Yo,
you watched
$5, huh?
Wendell, you did it for family, bro?
Wait, Wendell, was that bad? Was that for family?
It was for family, bro.
Hey, can we digress for a quick second? Hey, manager, can you show them the Miles Morales thing you have right there?
Sure.
So I just quickly went to go look this up. So now it's $5 movie, right? This fucking thing is going for $70 on eBay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It was $30 at the theater.
So yeah, you'll get it for $5, but you're still gonna spend $100.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some white lights in here. It's gonna sit on the shelf somewhere. It's gonna be
dude, in 2 years' time, and they also have the Gwen Stacy
on his
yeah.
I just wasn't about to spend $60 on freaking popcorn buckets. That's that's crazy, bro. Come on. I was like, let me get the miles. Go ahead and keep running.
If they put rum in it,
maybe maybe.
It's a whole different ball game.
All right, and also Chase, you have 2 news stories for us, right?
All right, so let's start with one of my favorites, John Amos. Many of you remember he played James Evan, who was the father in a show in the 70s and 80s called Good Times. And he also was the infamous Mr. McDowell in Eddie Murphy's Coming to America. So apparently he has now been hospitalized. He's reportedly hurt. And even worse, his daughter is now reporting that apparently his house has been stripped and violated of everything valuable, and that there's some type of financial exploitation going on with him. They didn't go into it, but at this point, if you go look up Shannon Amos, she has actually put out a letter on Instagram and on social media asking for donations to help pay for her father's medical expenses, which is just crazy. John Amos is what, 90 something now?
Like 83.
Yeah, like bro, like I just don't understand why and how people are so fucking heartless. This is an icon of our community. John Amos, many of you probably aren't aware.
He was in Roots.
It was in Roots. And he was on during a time where they did not really, consider black and brown in these scripts and all of that. One of the reasons that he actually ended up off of Good Times is because he was just fighting for better, looks and better positioning for black actors in these storylines. So he's been a fighter his entire life, and for people to just violate his house, steal stuff because he's not there, or if he's home. Now, they haven't gone into how this thing exactly happened, but just the fact that it happened. And I really hope that, at large, us, but also the celebrity community actually gets involved here.
Yeah. Something needs to fucking happen.
Something needs to happen.
I think we will. I think they will. I think people understand how important this man is to the community, to television, to the depiction of fathers on television, which is, very rare to see. And I think that people are going to, definitely contribute. I can see that. I don't see anybody not.
This should never even hit the fucking GoFundMe. This should have never been on a fucking GoFundMe.
You know what? This is where we pull together. You know what I mean? This is where we.
I say let the news report come out and let the people do it and do what they have to supposed to do, because this is it's a fucking shame. It's a shame that you're abusing somebody like this.
Listen, if you don't know anything else, he's an 83-year-old man. So what exactly, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
I just don't. I don't understand, and I don't understand why society in general, we've gotten to a point where we just don't give a damn about anybody. Like where do we get this from? So our thoughts and prayers out to him and his family. I hope that he recovers, and I hope that they find whoever has taken anything from him, down to a sock, and I hope they get what comes to them, because it's absolutely crazy that this happened.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually just dropped a GoFundMe in our YouTube chat or YouTube description. Yeah. So if anybody anybody wants to. Yeah.
I know I'm definitely going to send something, so I hope you guys send something. Yeah. All the listeners, everybody out here for this video.
Yeah. This is what we do.
Yeah, and you can go check out the Shannon Amos, Amos. Shannon Amos is her name. You can probably search John Amos. You can see the story and everything. But let's just help him and whatnot.
I think the last story was the Coca-Cola thing.
Oh, so Coca-Cola now is introducing a new product. This is in 2 new flavors in specially decorated cans that are pointed to gamers. And on top of that, they have a what's it called?
League of Legends.
League of Legends. So the company that owns League of Legends is also adding special content to the cans, which you can access through QR codes and like on the cans when you purchase them, which will allow special missions and whatnot that you can do in the game. So this is Coke trying to take their thing to the next level, trying to get in on the ground floor, much in a way that Sprite did in the 80s and 90s, and what Pepsi did with the was it the rewards or something? What's it called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I can't remember the name of it. Pepsi something.
It was like so the game rewards and whatnot. I saw pictures of the cans. It looked pretty dope. Looks pretty dope.
And also Coke is partnered with Jack Daniels now.
Oh yeah, that's been going on for a while.
Yeah. If you didn't know, better ask somebody.
Nobody needed to know about that.
Yeah, that's what we call efficiency.
It is efficient.
Exactly.
It is efficient.
That's what we call efficiency. So
I think. Does anybody have anything else on the news?
Nope.
Yes, I'd like to talk about the fact that the Spider-Man 2 game was announced for a release date today. The release date would be October 20th of this year. My God, Jesus Christ! Not only was the release date announced, but there was a special edition announced that is going for $229. That has incredible.
That Abel has not pre-ordered yet.
Right, that Abel is going to pre-order, and I swear to God, if scalpers grab that before me, I am going to find them all, and I am going to kill them. I'm actually going to find them, and I'm going to kill them.
You know how much that statue is going to go on the market?
I know it is. You know what?
It's going to be on eBay for $500.
Listen, I have the first statue literally sitting in my case right now next to a Venom figure that needs to be replaced with a Venom statue. So if I don't get that Venom statue, I'm going to fucking find it. I'm gonna find it. How I am.
It did look sick though.
Yeah, you know how I am with Hot Toys, guys. I've been collecting it for a long time, and I haven't bought something in a while. I'm buying this shit, and I swear to God, no one's gonna stop me from buying it.
So they're releasing the game around the same time as Kraven. Yeah, that's either gonna be really great marketing or really poor marketing.
Right? Don't know which one it is.
It's either gonna be people are not gonna go see the Kraven movie, or or they're gonna double dip. One or the other. I don't know, man.
Don't know what it is. And then on another gaming note, what was it? The summer what was it?
Summerfest, I think.
Summerfest gaming conference was today, and they released some Mortal Kombat footage today. My God, keep your eye on this channel because we are going to review that. And Jesus Christ, my boy Kenchi's back. I'm killing everyone. Come at me. Come at me.
Violence. Yeah, I need payback for that shit. I need payback for that shit.
Me and Leo. Was it Mortal Kombat 10 where we had a night? We had a night where I think I beat you 7 or 8 times, and we haven't played since. So Leo wants revenge.
I need revenge.
Yeah, I would suggest you keep an eye on our gaming portion because I'm assuming somebody here will be playing Mortal Kombat at some point.
The answer is me.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll be whooping his ass.
I'm gonna do it like Liam Nielsen. Good luck.
I forgot one thing on the news. Wolverine and Predator.
Yo,
what do you mean? What is this? The comics?
Yes.
So there's a limited series of 4 issues of Wolverine versus Predator, and the backstory is that Predator has been hunting Wolverine since the early days, and they finally start catching up with each other.
That's actually very cool.
I'm sorry, Predator don't have no fucking chance if he has adamantium.
I mean, yeah, that's
come on.
Pretty much.
If you want to do live action, that's some shit to do live action.
If it bleeds,
we can
kill it.
Oh, shit.
Does that mean that it's time for a little Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Little Spider-Verse.
Oh God! All right. So first of all, everyone, cheers. Let's do a toast.
Oh man.
Shoot, do you want to take this moment? Do you want to take this moment to refill our drinks? Is that what we want to do right now?
That might actually be a valid idea, but I would also like you to please do an introduction, and I'll cut it out of the other video.
Oh my God! All right, well, let's get super awkward right now with everyone.
Son of a bitch! This guy leaves for 3 weeks, and all of a sudden he just doesn't remember how anything goes.
Well, wait. Can I get like the names below everyone? Like, can we spread it out a little bit? Like, can we get like a real intro here? Like, what are we doing? Like, I got some weird screens here. I mean, if you're gonna make me do it, let me do it right. No, this ain't it. This ain't it. It's this
what
one.
are you trying to have me do?
It's this one right here.
Fantastic.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. And scene. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mancave101 Podcast. I am your host, Abel, the disappearing, reappearing man. As always, with me, the man in the chair, Aaron. How are we doing tonight?
My spider senses are tingling.
Right, like they haven't been tingling for the last hour and 40 minutes. They call him Loki, the Mama Wanna God, Leo, live from the Man Cave. How are we tonight?
Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one.
I don't know about all that, but we're gonna spread love the Brooklyn way today because Big Chase is in the building. How are we doing, buddy?
Yo, bro, Hobie, my guy, Hobie.
Hobie, and is water wet? I guess is the real question because the condensation is coming from under me. Charles from Speak On It Comics is here. His kneecaps are litty. How are we doing tonight,
Wild Thing Web Snappers. We're ready.
I love it. As always, we are the Mancave101 Podcast. We talk about all things nerdy, TV, movies, comics, etc., etc. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Ding! You like how I kick and rumble in the middle of that, right? It sounds.
I did. I enjoyed that very much.
I'm adding that for like a couple days now. I'm not gonna lie. So today we have a special one for you. It is our official review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Jesus Christ. What an incredible movie. I guess we should just go around.
Yes.
See, I'm going to start with Charles. I'm going to call him as our resident comic expert. Charles, what did you think of this?
One question. Do we want to split this into non-spoiler then spoiler as usual, or no? Just let it go.
Well, let's start with general impression and
Let's start with general impressions, and then we'll kind of take it from there. So we'll start getting into the more spoilery stuff. We usually do like a cut, so we'll start with like just your general thought of the movie, and then we'll go from there.
Okay,
so Charles, if you want to take it away, go for it.
Yeah. Well, first off, I loved it. It was amazing. I think that one of the things that I really took from this film is it crossed everything as far as anyone who is a Spider-Man fan of any generation will love this. I think they took the liberties of making sure that everyone could be a part of this party, because I felt like this was a party. I felt this was a celebration for Spider-Man, and I was blown away by everything that they was able to put into this film. The story was pretty good. I mean, everybody is like, "Oh, what do you think of the ending?" I'm like, "Well, but I will say this. I will say that this was just a really wonderful celebration for all Spider fans, and I really enjoyed it. I think as far as comic is concerned, I think that they've touched on pretty well. Interesting take on Spider-Man 2099. I will say that, but we don't know. We don't know his backstory yet, so and I think they're gonna delve into that next. But they just given us just a little bit of the. Just a little bit of something just to get our feet wet, whatever the case may be. But I think they're going to dig deeper the next movie.
I would agree. Leo, you want to take it away? Go for it, bro.
All right. It wouldn't be the Man Cave if we don't mention a couple of the comics that you
look at this guy. Look at this guy with the comics in the back and shit.
I see Ultimate Fallout. I need to
flexing.
I might need the John Amos shoe, bro.
It's a weird flex, man. I don't know.
You're right. Don't just sitting there. All right. So it wouldn't be the Man Cave if we don't mention the comics that you need to read to know Spider-Verse and Spider-Man. Okay, so we have, all right, Amazing Spider-Man number 365. It's also the anniversary hologram picture. It is this book. This book is the first appearance of Spider-Man 2099.
Have that.
There you go. So, it also, Spider-Man 2099. That book.
Yeah.
We've been telling you for 4 weeks to pick this book up.
Yeah.
It's already at 175 at the low end.
Is it? Is it that high now? Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. I love that. Because I have my 62.
All right. So if you don't have those two books, you're an idiot. All right. And you also have to pick up Spider-Verse. That's also Spider-Verse number 1. That came out this year, actually. Then you also have to pick up Spider-Girl number 0. That's the baby.
Oh, I didn't even know about that being in the comic.
Interesting. I have mine, but it's put away and I'm not digging. Amazing Spider-Man number 1 is actually the renewal of the vows, is where you get to see Spider-Man, his wife, God, I forgot, was not Gwen, May. You renew vows, you get to see Spider-Man, May, and the baby. So if you have that book, also Spider-Woman number 1, big key issue. Yeah. Big key issue. Also, Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 39. That's another big key issue. Yeah. If you read these books, like we've been saying, you read these books, you will know what's going on in Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Miles Morales, that's actually the Spider-Man where you get to see kind of the Prowler side of it. And we also have Spidey Gwen Ghost Spider number 1.
Yeah,
True.
That book is about $999 now, gentlemen.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. On the low end.
On the low end, yeah.
And also, Aaron's favorite character, Spider-Punk number 1.
Yeah.
If you haven't fucking picked that one up, if you haven't got that one yet.
Wait, which run? The earlier run or the newer run?
The first one, number 1.
The
newer one.
The newer one. Oh, yes. I have the whole set. It's fine.
Yeah. So
my favorite character.
If you haven't picked up these books and if you haven't gotten a chance to read them, read the digital copies first. And if you feel like you should spend your money and invest in this, because it's always an investment.
Yeah.
We've been telling you on the podcast, pick up $20.99 before it gets too high. On eBay, you can find a couple of low ones, but they're not graded. So you're taking your chance. So if you pick up these books, you'll know what's going on in Spider-Verse. My take of the movie is fantastic. Movie was perfect. Damn near perfect.
Wow, near perfect.
For an animation, it was damn near perfect. It's hard. If I really wanted to nitpick on it, I would, but there's no reason for it because something else over. It brings out the great part of Sony's animation.
Sure,
it does. They didn't miss. Nowhere in hell anybody who saw this movie think that it missed. They're idiots. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm done.
Chase, you want to take it away? Or you want me to jump in here?
I'll get and jump in. So, first of all, I have mixed emotions because number 1, this movie was absolutely excellent, 100% right on spot. Shout out to whoever edited this movie because they didn't waste any fucking moments. Nope. The action was on time. The jokes weren't belayed and stuck around too long. Even the subtle moments were direct to the point. You got in, you got out, you got on to the next thing. They just kept it moving, and it was seamless. The bad points were bad, and the good points were good. Visually stunning. My only problem right now is this is totally spoiled live action movies for me. I was sitting there thinking like I don't really give a damn if they make another Marvel or DC live movie if I can see animation like this every fucking time. This movie was absolutely the best thing I've ever seen. Shout out to Michael Andrews. Yo, this is the best thing I've seen since Marvel and DC started doing this. And I've seen like just about everything there is. There is nothing like this movie. Nothing. True. So I definitely give it a full 5 stars. It is 100% on tap for me. And for those that didn't like, who asked about the ending, let me help you. It's not the end yet.
Part 1.
It's just part 1.
Part 1, dog. Come on, man.
Just part 1.
There were people in the theater that were like, "What do you mean it's over?" I was like, "It's part 1, y'all, and there's no post-credit scene, so get your asses up."
Yeah.
It's a part 1, yo. What are we doing?
Part 1. So, the movie was dope in the story.
Yeah. I'll jump in. I think Abel said he's going to jump back in a minute. He was having some audio issues, but I agree with mostly everything the guy said here. Top tier movie for me. I've been saying for months now, the guys here can testify to this. I've been saying this is going to be the best superhero movie this year. I fully agree with that statement that I made many, many months ago. This will be better than any. I don't care about The Flash. I don't care about Captain Marvel. I don't even care about, or I should say, the Marvels. I don't care about Guardians of the Galaxy. This is going to be the best superhero project done this year. Don't care what anybody says. You can debate me on Guardians if you want. Whole nother discussion, whatever. This is a well-done movie. Animation was spot on. Soundtrack was crazy. Shout out Metro Boomin.
Soundtrack was great.
Shout out Metro Boomin for doing that whole soundtrack. Yeah. Shit is crazy, top notch. I was listening to music today. I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. I loved how we saw, before getting spoilery, I loved how we saw the growth of Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse to Across the Spider-Verse as a character. I love how they did it and how they're setting us up for the part 2 of the movie. The family dynamic, the villains, the other spider peoples. There were too many, by the way. There were. I hate to say it this way, but there were. I found myself looking around the screen like, oh, there's another one, and another one, and another one. I was like, oh, okay, we're just going here, fine. But yeah, I would say top-notch movie for me. Got to be 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. If I was giving it out of 10, it was fantastic. Just because I don't feel like anything's ever perfect. I don't need to be that person, but it was damn near perfect. And on that note, I'll let Abel take it away with his non-spoilery just overview.
Easily a 9 out of 10. The story just built so well from the previous movie, and then just setting us up for the next movie. I have my own theories about Gwen and how her story arc is going to go, and I guess without spoiling it, what Miles's sacrifice and story arc will be. The end of this movie is absolutely ridiculous. The cliffhanger was rough. We all wanted more, and Sony did their job at making us get more. But other than that. Incredible movie. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so I guess on that note, this is your warning. If you haven't seen the movie, we're going full spoilers now. We're talking about everything. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any spoilers anybody want to take away from this movie? Go right ahead and start it out the gate because they were. So,
first of all, let's talk about. Absolutely loved Hobie, bro. Spider-Punk was so dope. Spider-Punk was so dope in its presentation. I love the fact that all of the different eras of Spider-Man didn't all look the same. They looked like they're supposed to look in their particular era. They were animated in. So at one point where they're chasing Miles and Spider-Man 1960s is coming at him, and he goes, oh, I'm stuck. And I just remember seeing him coming to the screen, and I'm like, oh shit, like, yo, this is Spider-Man 1960s. So they just did a great job with that, bro. It really did.
Yeah. Oh, that's who. Yeah, Daniel from Black Panther. He did the voice of Spider-Punk.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
The one who played Wakabi, right? Wakabi?
Yeah, Wakabi, right.
Yeah, the one who played Wakabi. I knew that voice sounded familiar.
Yo, I just like his persona and everything was, and yo, we know why Gwen was hanging out with him. So.
Yeah.
I know nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room, but it's okay. It's okay.
She down with the brown. It's all good.
He likes to swirl. What the hell? Leave it alone.
It's all good.
No, man, I think we got to start from the beginning though. First off, this whole family dynamic that's going on with the family dynamic. First off, I said it at the very beginning of the podcast. If your mom is Latina, you cannot fail Spanish. That is not allowed.
That is not allowed.
That is not allowed. He's lucky he didn't get an ass whooping on screen. Just saying.
That would have been more on character. If she would have just took out the chancleta and just
whoop his ass. When that lady said B+, I was like, oh, B+. Oh no.
Are you kidding? Everybody in theater cringed like, oh, like they thought they were going to get hit. They were like, oh.
But you know what? That's the thing that always, to me, with all these characters, I mean, that's what we loved about Miss Marvel. That's what we loved about, all these characters. The family dynamic is so important. It's important to see the foundation and the fabric of these characters through their families. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that he has this relationship with his parents, and he wants to tell them. And he wants to say he's dying to tell them. He's trying to put them and let them know about his life, but he's afraid at the same time because he knows how protective they are of him. Obviously that's a parent's first thing is to protect their child. So he's dealing with that conflict. He wants to say something. So I thought that was dope.
But we all know that Spider-Man's story is arc is that once you get the real more of adult Spider-Man, you know why he doesn't tell nobody.
Right.
It's because he doesn't want to lose anybody else.
That's the right.
That's like he's doing it down to the canon.
And he knows his character requires sacrifice at this point, especially after everything that went on. So it's tough. And
to Torian's point, they also brought up Gwen's story with her dad as well. So just another family dynamic in regards to this story in and of itself. 100%. The family dynamic pulls the whole movie together. Honestly.
Yes. And the thing is it's two different sides of the story.
Right.
And I love the one scene that I really loved is when the father is getting the promotion and he's having the roof party. And that reminds me so much of the fucking Bronx. When his father starts screaming at him and you see the DJ just cut the music low and you see everybody just looking at him like I want to hear what the fuck he's saying. Yo, cut the music. Yo, cut the music.
I kid you not. I used to drive past a building that just reminded me of that rooftop party. I kid you not.
It's so iconic being from this New York City. If you didn't grow up in our time, we always used to hang out on rooftops and have parties, even you're not supposed to. But it's one of the places that a lot of people can get together and have a good time, and you can control the crowd.
You know what's so funny? I felt like this cartoon kind of set me on this it kind of set me back back in the day when if you remember Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
And how we were so excited to see them because we didn't get cartoons unless it was right after school, and that was only for a certain period of time. So because after 5, then you have the different strokes or facts of life or whatever, right? Yeah. But then Saturday morning, I kind of felt that I kind of had that same kind of feeling, you know what I mean?
Excited going to go see this.
I was excited, you know what I mean? And just seeing all the different, like you said, Spider-Man 66 and Spectacular Spider-Man, all these different new Spider-Mans, Spider-Man with the bag over his head with the Fantastic Four outfit. I was like, they spared no expense, It was beautiful.
I was when I saw that, and I was like, wow, they did it right. It's like they didn't spare no expense, and they gave the fan what they want. Okay, you're making the Spider-Verse and a universe full of Spider-Man. I want to see every one of them.
No, when I saw the spider horse, I was just hey.
Spider horse is
Spider
wild.
horse.
The spider horse. I was
Spider
like,
Spider horse is wild.
okay.
No,
All
the
right.
T-Rex, the T-Rex Spider-Man. I was like, yo.
I need a spin-off with the spider T-Rex, bro. I need a spin-off with that. That's got to be a great story, bro.
They highlighted Miles' family way more in this movie than the first movie. Yeah. This is true.
And this is what they're supposed to do because he's coming into an age that he has to make a decision, and by him making that decision is going to affect his whole life going forward. And then you're going at the infamous Mr. 2099.
Yo, can we talk about Miguel, bro?
Can we talk about
Miguel was something, bro.
Yo,
Miguel's a bad motherfucker.
Miguel was something, bro. Let me tell you. He was intimidating from the jump.
Do you think Miguel knows about Kang? I feel like Miguel knows some things. You know what I mean? Like,
when my man said, "I've done it before and it failed," I was like, "Oh, he fucked up a universe."
Yes, that's why I'm thinking.
He
Like,
fucked up a universe. He had to have fucked up a universe, bro. There's no way he hasn't.
Top 5 easily. I have more movies to see this year, but it's not moving. It's definitely not gonna. It better not leave the top 5 this year. There's no way.
Right. I will tell you. You know who's not leaving the top 5 this year, ladies and gentlemen? Deep from the heart of Texas, when Deezy's in the building. How we doing?
hey, what's going on?
What up?
Oh, bro.
Y'all talking about the movie of the year, so you know I had to jump up in here.
Hey,
There's no way.
All right, what's your take?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
I want to show the boy.
Hello.
I think.
Oh yeah, but the family the whole family dynamic of this movie, it's what ties everything together.
Yeah.
It's what Spider-Man is known for.
Oh, Daddy's phone is.
We're gonna let Wendell take that phone call he's got going on.
You're
We're gonna mute you, brother.
Yo, sorry.
Oh man, no, I think here's the other thing that I do want to say. I don't want to jump around too much, but I do want to say Miles had the coldest bar of the whole movie when he's being chased and he hits them with the "everybody wants to tell me about my story. I'm gonna do my own." I said, "Oh no, he did it."
I need the T-shirt, bro.
He had the bar. I said, "Oh, he barred," and then he like did this little maneuver around Miguel, gave him a look like, "I took all the Spider-Man away from the compound. See you later."
What did he say?
And then you realize how strong is Miles.
Yeah. You know what the thing that I always fail to remember about Miles, the added thing with his power, not only the electricity, it's the invisibility. Yeah. Because he used it so many times to his advantage in the movie. And I was like, damn.
It's not electricity, it's spider venom.
Well, yeah.
The spider venom that he did. And the thing is, he doesn't, when he got told, don't use your fingertips, use your whole hand.
Yeah.
If he uses his whole hand, he can literally kill somebody.
Yeah. True.
His power level, when he gets to his certain, in this next movie, he gets to the power level that I'm thinking that he's going to get to.
Possibly.
He's going to hurt somebody real fucking bad or kill somebody.
Possibly, yeah.
Because he doesn't know everything yet. And the whole aspect of the spider coming from another dimension and biting him instead of the freaking, when Miguel told him that, I was like, oh, he told him the truth about himself.
But also, I was going to say, it got really dark when he was like, "You're not even a real Spider-Man. Like, you're an anomaly." What did he call him? He called him something. He was like, "You're an anomaly. Like, you're not really supposed to be Spider-Man."
Yeah, he told him the anomaly.
I was like,
everywhere.
I was like, holy shit. What did he? I was like, yo, he's like, "You don't belong." And I was like, yo, what the hell?
He was telling him that he was an anomaly everywhere because technically the spider that bit him wasn't even supposed to be in his universe.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, he's not supposed to exist and whatnot. So he was like, "You're an anomaly everywhere."
Yeah.
But
You don't belong anywhere.
I love the fact that instead of sulking about it, though, Miles said, I bet I'm an anomaly. Guess what? I'm going to keep on being an anomaly.
I'm an anomaly, but I'm in here. We about to get this.
Yeah,
the other hot bar came from Spotty Gwen. We love each other in every universe that we are, and it always ends tragically.
Always in tragedy, yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong, though.
It's crazy.
That was a bar, bro. That was a bar. No matter how much we like each other, we gonna end up fucked up either way.
That's a bar,
yo, that's a fucking bar.
I mean, like, man, I don't know. There's so many parts. Like, it was obviously a 2-hour and 20-minute runtime, so so many things to like take in from it. But it was just like, obviously, the first part of the movie dealt with the, where it's coming from. Then we hit that portion, which was really not even. I mean, it was towards the end, but like middle-ish end. And then, all right. Who was everybody's favorite Spider character throughout the entire thing? Did anybody have, like, obviously Charles brought up Spider-Punk. I'm impartial to Spider-Punk, so I'll just go ahead and say that because he is one of my favorite characters. But anybody have any different Gwen?
I'm not
Peter Parker with the baby.
Listen, I honestly thought Oscar Isaac was incredible.
I thought he was great.
Yeah,
he was menacing, but like without being a villain, but also being a villain. But like, he could have gone. You
told that line.
Empathize with him. You really was like, damn. You know what? If that happened to me too, I'd probably do the same thing and try and keep all the canon shit in check. God, I'm gonna say this wrong. The Indian Spider-Man, like that guy. Dude, that whole thing was really cool. I thought it was a really good thing.
Yeah,
and you know what I like too is like all of the Spider-Men weren't just copies of other Spider-Man. Like they kind of all had their own style, their own powers were all a little diverse and whatnot. The costumes were a little diverse, and I love that. It just shows that they gave a lot of thought into what they were doing and whatnot.
Right. Yeah,
I love the whole thing with the canon events that we're getting. Like when Miles ruined the canon event for like he saved the guy instead of letting him die. Yeah, it was like that whole concept is like wild to me. I'm like, so if they save somebody, they're ruining the timeline. I'm like,
no, they're ruining the timeline and they're ruining the planet.
Wild. Yeah,
and they're ruining
wild to me.
They're ruining their verse.
Yeah,
and then what's more wilder is that you have the black holes opening up in their verses at the same time, and they have some kind of technology because we also got to remember all the Spider-Man are geniuses. Top level freaking geniuses. They're not no regular freaking kid that just shoots webs and got bit by a spider. They are exceptionally smart.
Also, I like the way that they, all the different, so for example, with Gwen's story, the watercolors that they used was really slick. I like that they kind of, had the colors kind of shift a little bit, like when she hugged her dad, towards that scene when they finally came to a close about their situation and how the colors kind of changed a little bit. Just those little, attention to details type of things that they took, liberties to do was really, really amazing. On top of the soundtrack, like you guys mentioned earlier, the music really set the fabric of the story of Spider-Man. They really did a great job selecting the type of music, what needed to be put at what time and what, part of the film and your action sequences, when they're thinking, when they're, communicating with each other, all those different things. I just thought that was really, really amazing. They did a great job.
Wendell, favorite Spider-Man, favorite Spider person.
It's going to be Miguel, bro.
Miguel.
It's going to be Miguel. Miguel's a straight beast. All right? Let me tell you something. Anybody who takes an empanada and just throws it back at you, my man is serious.
Something wrong with you. He didn't even take a bite out of it or nothing.
He was like, fuck you and your empanada, nigga. Like, on some real shit. Like, you ain't supposed to be here. What the fuck about my space? He was mad as fuck about it, though, because he probably really wanted that shit. But he was like, I gotta show strength. I gotta show strength right now.
Yo,
I love when somebody referenced him as Blue Panther at some point in time. I was like, you kind of look like the Blue Panther, and not gonna lie, the claws and shit.
Yeah, Gwen hit him with that one.
Yeah,
so
I was like, okay.
about to say the whole first scene with Miguel coming in and fighting the vulture and like obviously like poking his yo, that was like oh my god, like this guy's awesome, but like also this guy.
Oh wait.
And like I'm
also I'm gonna go on record. Hobie hit that. Hobie was smashing. I don't care about his face.
For sure.
I love how that's the big debate online right now.
It's not a debate.
That's not a debate.
As cool as Hobie is, I don't think he hit it.
Nah, he did.
He did.
He put it on that.
They were hanging out for 5 months, bro.
Months, bro.
You talking about Gwen?
Toothbrush. Nah, son. He was digging them guts.
Playing Nirvana.
Yep.
But yeah, my whole thing with Miguel was that the animation was so raw.
Yep.
That you could see the feeling in his face when he started talking about his family. I was like, yo, this is good. I was like, wow, okay. You really start feeling for him. And that's the best part of a villain, when you can start connecting with the villain, with the supposed villain. You can start connecting with him, and you can start empathizing with what he's going through and what he's trying to do. But once he starts peeling back and you start seeing that him and Miles are going straight at it, and Miles was, I'm sorry, he was playing coy for half of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, look. He was on some rope-a-dope. Like he really was. He really was rope-a-dope. He was rope-a-doping them. Like he was just like really lulling them in. Like, nah, I need all y'all niggas. All of y'all. Come on. Like, everybody, please. And then got smarter. I'm like, all right, well, I did get all y'all out the base though, so don't say.
That was literally the best.
Hey, Boogie.
Well, you know what's interesting, and not to jump towards the end, but the reveal of the other Miles from the other right?
Bruh.
So here's the thing to keep it. That thing I remember a what if. I don't know if you guys remember. There was a what if comic called "What If Uncle Ben Had Lived," right?
Yes.
And the funny thing is that Aunt May dies, Uncle Ben lives, and Peter Parker turns into a totally different person. He's not the Spider-Man that is noble and does what's right and all. So it matters who dies, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not necessarily someone has to die. It matters who.
But what was the bigger thing with that was that spider never bit him.
Right. That spider never bit him, and his father died. His uncles. So it's interesting. You know,
because I think if the spider did bite that Miles, he would have probably still became Spider-Man. His father would have died, and he would have been a noble Spider-Man in that universe.
True.
As opposed to falling to the side of his uncle, who has a suit that just gives him powers.
But we also see that side of Miles in the news, in that Miles Morales 0, I think it's 1 or 0 issue, when he's literally turning into a bad guy.
Yeah.
It was a limited run.
I think it matters who dies. I think it matters.
It does matter because that's what guides him into the direction which way we're going, which way his life or which way Spider-Man's life goes.
So speaking of which way Spider-Man's life is going, I actually want to make a theory here because I think they are concentrating on Gwen way too much. And honestly, I think before the end of this next movie, that Gwen is going to be Miles's death and sacrifice that he has to deal with.
Probably.
I don't think it's going to be his dad. I think it's going to be Gwen.
It ends bad between every freaking Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy, though.
Yeah. I was going to say, she said it.
That's the canon.
She said that
She
it never ends.
She didn't say that. I'm telling. They're foreshadowing that 100%. They're making us fall in love with Gwen, and like, dude, this movie started with Gwen. It did. Miles was not a part of this movie until 15-20 minutes in.
And also, he was actually he did a teenager thing. Started drawing her all in his books. Started doing all that.
Right.
So he
drew that ass and said, "Yeah." And
okay,
then,
so
that was.
I'm gonna be the dark cloud on your picnic. I'm gonna tell you honestly what I think might happen here. I think that we are all distracted with Miles, and I think that Miles may turn out to be Gwen Stacy's sacrifice, and she moves forward.
I think Miles is gonna die. See, the only reason I think Gwen is gonna die,
Miles is too big.
I don't think Gwen or Miles.
Yeah,
the only reason I think Gwen is gonna die is because it's Haley Steinfeld, and she is gonna take her character that's what's her face, Kate Bishop, and go bigger on that. Probably. So that's the reason that I think she's gonna die.
You know what's gonna be this is my prediction. I think it's Miles' mother that passes away instead of her, instead of the father.
So the dad?
Really?
Because
it's not a crazy theory.
It's not crazy. Yeah.
Because in every Latin family, the mother is the heart, is the emotion of the household. The father is the weight. The father is the enforcer.
Right.
So in the Latin culture, you see her. She says, "You're still grounded, but you can go out anyway." That's every Spanish mom everywhere with their son.
True.
With their son, he's like, "Oh, you fucked up. Here's dinner." Oh, you want to go out and go see her? I know you miss her. I still see you as my baby. That whole scene fucking killed me. I still see you as my baby, but I know you're gonna do what you want to do. And here, go see her, because I know that's what you feel about her. But I still see you as this. So when she said that, and they had that moment together, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then that's why I see, okay, if his mother passes away, it's gonna take him on a tangent.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
Yeah.
Because he's always tried to connect with his father, even when he had the suit on and he's talking to his father on the bridge, like, "Hey, are you gonna clean anything of this up? Maybe you should talk to your son." You know what I mean? He's trying to connect to his father, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I gotta go."
But what about also the second death they mentioned about the captain, right? That a captain has to also die. So what saved Gwen's dad's fate was that he quit the force. Right. So he wasn't, but Miles' dad was promoted. So there's a lot of things that they can go with this to kind of mess us up. You know what I mean? So, we'll see.
But
I don't know. I'm looking forward to him getting out of that punching bag situation. just like Spider-Man did in the first one.
Oh,
if you remember when he had Peter tied up, that thing spun around, he popped out, boom, kicked the bag, knocked little Miles out. So I think that's coming, and I need to see that fight between Prowler and freaking Miles. That's gonna be
that's gonna be a great fight.
I also
wait.
What did you guys think of Spot?
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't even talk about the Spot.
Spot is the OG. I don't want to hear from nobody.
Spot in the beginning was hilarious.
When it comes to criminals in Spider-Man's world, they couldn't choose.
Honestly,
better.
In a long time, I haven't taken a villain as a joke and took him seriously in a movie from beginning to end. Like, honestly, he went from a joke to serious real quick. I was
real quick.
I think that's the genius of this movie, because even in the trailers we see everybody's like, Spy, this is what he does.
No, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, we're gonna go with Spot, really? Spider-Man villains.
I thought he was in the beginning, and then it'd be over, and we move on to somebody newer and bigger.
That's what I thought too.
But once you start to see what the spots were, and he starts turning black, you're like, Oh, okay.
ATM do it in the street.
Man's over here.
Dude,
Like,
and
bro,
then
the Spot has the same freaking powers as like America Chavez from the MCU. You're like,
Yeah.
what the
Yo,
hell? You're like, what the hell is this?
but like the way they lined him up to kill his dad, like the way they
Yes.
the way they did everything with the collider, and he threw the bagel at his face, like just
word.
Yeah.
dude,
Dude, that
good foreshadowing and lineup. Like wow, like
Yeah.
oh my god, I have to go back and watch the original Spider-Verse movie to see that.
I
Like
said the same thing.
I did.
right.
It's the same thing.
the
I
bodega
did, and it
scene.
was hilarious.
It
The
was.
bodega scene. The bodega
It's
scene.
hysterical.
My man.
The bodega scene when the
Yeah.
bread was coming out of the middle of them. I was like,
He got that pat. He was sweet.
Yo, my man said, why were I doing that there?
yo, all we needed was a little bodega cat, and then that thing would have been on 100.
Yo, so also another random cool thing that I actually saw recently on TikTok. I forgot who posted it, but it's actually a really good point, and I want to say it. So animation, right? The animation is done on frames per minute, right? You have, however many frames is going. Like every Spider-Man in this movie, it's one frame, so one frame you have a different pose, whatever it is. So with this guy that I was watching, I was saying, and I'm sorry, I don't know the guy's name. So every other frame in this movie was done at one frame per minute, right? So Miles Morales is actually done at 2 frames per minute. So if you actually pause the movie and kind of go frame by frame, you can see all the other Spider-Man going 1 frame per minute and having a different movement every frame. Miles is every 2 frames because they wanted to make him different in the movie, right?
Huh.
What's even crazier is that they wanted to make Spider-Punk so much different that the reason you feel like he's cooler is because he's actually going 3 frames per minute. So like if you like slow it up, his movement is every 3 frames per minute, and like you don't I guess like the eye moves so fast that you don't notice that, but like I thought that was one of the coolest things that I've ever heard in an animation, is that they're taking certain characters and making them move different frames per minute to establish their difference and importance. Because
that's
literally
a different level of
Spider-Punk like gave Gwen the controller, like the controller to go wherever she had to go. Like it made their importance very. So like I'm really curious what the hell are they gonna do in this next movie? Because this next
It's
movie
about to be crazy.
I know.
I also
they're not making a next one.
Yes, they are.
Part 2.
Yeah, it's Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Part 2.
Beyond the
Spider-Verse. Next year.
There's a rumor that
No, there's not.
there's gonna be live
there isn't.
action.
No, they're not.
No.
That's not going to be live action.
Wait a minute.
That's the rumor.
Oh,
Part
freaking
2 has-
hell.
Part
but
2
no.
Has a release.
It's next year. Yeah, it's next year.
Yeah, it's next year.
No, it's next year. It's a trilogy. This is a trilogy.
Wait,
No way they're
First of
doing
all,
No.
why? Wait, guys. Why have we not talked about the live action elements in this movie? Because we saw an animated movie
Bro.
that had live
Bro.
action implications. We saw Garfield. We saw Toby. We saw.
Say it.
What's his face is the Prowler.
Donald Glover.
Yeah,
Donald
confirmed
Donald Glover as
Yo,
the Prowler.
confirmed as MCU Prowler.
And Miss Chen from Venom, right? Miss Chen, is that her name?
Miss Chen from Venom.
And it also ties in because Prowler in that movie is talking about Miles.
Miles.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
It's crazy.
I got my nephew in this. I got my nephew in these streets, and I don't want these guns in these streets. He is talking about Miles.
True.
So it's connecting, and also you have to another best part of this movie is when they did the cutscenes to the fucking comics.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Dude, the comics.
the cutscenes to the comic was dope. I was like, oh, this is amazing. I was
They
like,
said, okay, we're introducing a new fucking Spider-Man.
yeah,
Boom! Here's this fucking comic.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
get it.
I love that
was
they
real-
did that.
It was cool. It was a cool.
Boom!
I
Here's
mean,
Gwen
but-
Stacy. Here's her comic.
But they've been doing that from the first one because the pile just kept getting bigger.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm.
I also would just like to shout out to the cringiest spider in this entire Spider-Verse. And if you all don't agree with me,
Scarlet
but
Spider.
Scarlet Spider was ridiculous.
Look,
he was cringy.
Ladies,
He was cringy.
But you know what,
Leave
though?
Ben Riley alone.
I will not
Listen,
leave Ben Riley
listen,
alone. He's
listen.
Leave Ben
cringy.
You know what,
alone,
though?
okay?
He's cringy.
Wait, I have to actually say, I feel like a lot of people who love the Scarlet Spider was actually let down by that. I feel like they did not like that because Scarlet Spider was like a big character for people, and like
He's a big character.
yeah, like and like you put him in a way is like, oh my god, I'm so sad right now, and now I'm going into this room, and,
That whole thing.
and when I go into
I was like, bro.
oh my god, there's a portal there. What's going on right? Like that's it. He's gone.
You know, also the whole therapy scene when he's, oh yes, you lost your uncle. Yo, that shit was fucking hilarious. I was like, oh, y'all motherfuckers are fucked up. He's about to open up and get his fucking breaking in.
Let me tell you something. My guy, Spider-Man with the kid. Yo, that kind of tugged at my heart.
Hilarious.
Kind of tugged at my heart a little bit with a little, little penny.
Wait, Mayday. Mayday.
Excuse me, Mayday.
Mayday. Yo, I love Mayday. Mayday was bomb. My man was like, don't tell mom. She was like,
yeah, she was like,
let's go. Let's go.
We about to go in.
Mayday was like, let's do this.
I think I also just want to mention two more quick things that stuck out in my brain as I was sitting here thinking about them. So Spider-Punk was mostly comedic relief until he wasn't, and threw his freaking wristband back so that they could start making portals again. I was like, this freaking guy. He was like a nothing burger in the whole movie, just sitting there like anarchy, this, that.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. He
literally said, fuck this shit, I'm out, and dropped his wristband.
But you could see he already saw that Miles was the one.
Yes,
you could see that when he started seeing Miles behavior. He was like, okay, you're the one that we've been waiting for to come here and like break this shit all down. He was already on his way out. Like, okay, we're gonna make sure you good, and then I'm getting out of here.
You can't have that type of Spider-Man who doesn't like structure and think he's gonna sit there and listen to 2099's rules.
Yeah,
and be like,
And also,
I'm good.
A little spoiler: everybody on the left of the poster behind us is the people that are against Miles, and everybody on the right are the people with him.
Oh yes,
right.
Yes, I knew that.
And also, we ain't talk about Spider-Woman.
Yo,
I didn't know how to feel about her, to be honest.
No. Thrilled about Jessica Drew.
No. Listen to me. Listen to me.
No, that's a good fucking
only a black woman could have a baby bump riding a motorcycle
See,
and go into combat
Facts.
and be good at it.
And be good at it.
Gwen looked at her and literally said, "Wait, aren't you?" And she's like, "Yeah, motherfucker."
She was like, "Yeah, we do this every day. What's the problem?"
Yo, Issa Rae killed that.
Yo,
Issa Rae killed that.
And she's smacking motherfuckers with the motorcycle. I'm just like, God damn.
Yo,
yeah.
She really did, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I so appreciated that, bro.
This movie only cost $100 million to make. That's wild.
Yeah,
it's gonna make a lot.
That's wild.
It's already at 209.
I also wanted to mention one more thing. I love the fact that at the end of the movie, they showed that they brought the band back together from the original Into the Spider-Verse. They all came back to be like, hey, I'm here to help. And then they also brought in Spider-Man India and Spider-Punk.
Awesome.
I was like, oh, okay. We're here now.
Dude, we going in next movie.
Because at first I was thinking, I was like, so it's going to be Gwen and Miles versus everybody. And then they brought the whole band, and I was like, oh, no, they got a team. They got a squad. All right, got you.
Oh, no, she said, I'm going back to go get some old friends.
Can we talk about Penny Parker had like an updated mech suit? Like she had like Yo, that shit was lit.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting final. The part 2 is going to be wild, honestly.
All right, so let's go around the horn real quick because we gotta end this. We're almost 2.5 hours. All right, so give your final thoughts on the movie. I don't know if you want to give a rating, whatever, and like what is your expectation for the next one? So let's start. I don't know. Let's start with Leo because I feel like starting with Leo.
Mayhem. I want the next movie to be exactly like this one. Don't change nothing. Keep the same dynamic. Also, this movie is a 9.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chase.
Yo, first of all, this if they keep doing what they're doing This can easily become a $2 billion movie. I'm curious to see where this franchise currently goes, because even after they take this out and put this on demand or drop it to Disney or whatever, this is something that you can watch over and over again, 1 and 2 and whatnot. So the next one in the franchise will just simply complete and will take this thing to a whole nother level. And quickly, so we ain't gonna talk about the fact that they was playing Rakim in there.
Oh,
yeah, they were playing Rakim. You're right.
All day.
Shout out to Rakim. You talking about
All right, Win Deezy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this thing a solid 9.7. I think it's gonna be the best movie this year. I've never been so entertained by. I haven't been entertained by a movie like this so completely in a very long time. Like a very long time. So I hope that Beyond the Spider-Verse matches this fly, or even just goes above and beyond it, because this right here, this is like this is I don't know, it's like one of my favorite movies right now.
Yeah, I agree. All right, cool. I'll go. I saw this movie on like a random Tuesday by myself. By the way, I went in the theater by myself because I knew I had to see this to be here tonight. And I laughed. I felt emotions, like, and I was by myself, and just in a theater full of, like, you know, random jagaloons, whatever it was. And I just had a great time. And it's easily a 9 out of 10. I just can't give 10 out of 10s, you know, wherever I want to give them. But I am so excited to see what the hell they're going to do with this after I had to see another Miles Morales be the Prowler. What the hell is that? All right? You want to give me that cliffhanger? That shit sucked, all right? And I need to see it now. Right now.
I can't wait till next year. I can't wait till next year.
See it now. All right, Aaron.
Yeah. I'll say the same thing I said at the beginning. I said it was going to be the best superhero project to come out this year. I'm sticking by that. Don't care what anybody says. Sticking by that. Definitely going to go. I'll say 9.5 out of 10. It was very, very good. It takes a lot to make a 2 hour and 20-minute movie, and to not have any parts where I was bored. And I can tell you, I wasn't bored at any point throughout the movie, despite its runtime. So shout out to Sony Animation. Y'all killed it. It was phenomenal. Don't make it live action.
Don't make it live action. And last but not least, the wettest kneecaps in the room. Charles, tell us all about it.
Listen, I always say that Spider-Man is one of my top favorite characters. I always say that Spider-Man, you know, whatever you heard, he's the most popular character globally. He is the top superhero. I don't care about Superman being that, Batman, anybody else. Spider-Man is the top superhero globally, and it's for a reason.
Some heat for that one.
And it's for a reason.
You might get heat for that one.
Well, he is. I mean, if you check in Japan, they have their own Spider-Man. In Italy, they have their own Spider-Man. I mean, we see in the Spider-Verse. There's so many Spider-Man. And I love a lot of characters. I'm a big superhero head, so I love a lot of characters. Green Lantern, Luke Cage, whatever. You got see them right there. You know, so I love a lot of characters, but it's prevalent that Spider-Man has grown to this because of the love that people have for this character and his commitment to do good. You know, that's what this character is about. So I really feel that you know, I'm looking forward to the next, you know, installment. The Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm trying to temper expectations, because a lot of times what happens, we have this big, you know, Empire Strikes Back moment, and then the next movie we want to have it even bigger, and it, you know what I mean? It's just going to probably tie up loose ends. I look at the next movie as tying up loose ends to get set up for other movies moving forward. I just kind of look at it that way. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to them. They did a great job. I'm loving this, and I'm looking forward to more stuff. And I do want to see more live action. So, in spite of what my brother said, I do want to see live action Spider-Man. I love live action Spider-Man.
I want to see live action, but it depends on who does it. That's what it is. It depends
look, the Tobey Maguire movies I love. The Andrew Garfield movies were to be desired, but Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone did a great job.
I agree.
The Tom Holland movies, we all understand that they didn't exactly have Spider-Man, but Spider-Man was in the Marvel universe, so we understand what that was. So, I mean, but we got Spider-Man. You know, when Spider-Man showed up in Civil War, I just remember like being like, "Oh my God!" You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
when
dude,
they
that was
said
the most
Queens,
incredible thing. Like,
when they said Queens, and everybody was just screaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, all I'm
It's a
saying
fact.
is, like, yeah.
I do.
Stan Lee,
I do.
Jack
I
Kirby.
do think it would be great.
Backstory. Stanley and Jack Kirby.
Stop giving me goosebumps. You give me goosebumps.
Yeah, and shout out to Steve Ditko because he was the
Yes.
artist on Spider-Man.
Yes.
He gave it to Kirby,
Listen.
but then Kirby didn't, match what Stan Lee wanted. So Steve Ditko was the one that did Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Yep.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, somehow, some way, Spider-Man ended up being a character that is probably one of the only Marvel characters, or like he got covered in a way where you can always imagine yourself as Spider-Man, regardless of color, race, all that stuff. So it's incredible to see, and we're in a good place right now. So
And that's by Stan Lee's design. He wanted him covered head to toe.
Exactly.
Because anybody could be Spider-Man. He said it himself.
He said it wanted to be every man. That's right.
He sure did it, and that's
He
a
said
big
that.
deal. So we're going to end on that. So with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here and hanging out with us for the night. From myself, Aaron Chase, Wendeezy, Leo, and Charles. This is the Mancave101 Podcast. We talk about all things nerdy, movie, TVs, comics, etc., etc. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
Love it, Aaron.
TikTok,
I love it.
Twitter, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We will see you guys on the next one. Take care with your ultimate Fallout comic, your Spider-Man masks and things. Have a great night. Give me my outro.
I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah.